Talk to me.
Greetings and salutations. And since you don't have it in the title, I'm gonna say it now. Them niggas would still be fucking running right now.
If it was up to you, huh? Hey, look, let me tell you the starter practice yesterday because they played bad in the third. Coach Kerr, the first thing on the practice plan he had was, I need my 8 minutes back.
I
Hey,
can't
for
look, look
8 minutes,
normally.
Napoleon, for 8 minutes, he made him do, you know how you do off the glass and you got to run down
Uh
behind the coach as he like
huh.
keeps walking back? Nigga, he did
Yep,
that for 8 minutes straight. Damn near was out the gym, making the kids run out the doors behind him around.
bruh. I would
Hey,
have been
that
in
nigga was,
tears.
bro, I was in tears crying when I seen it. I was like, because, this is my first time coaching with him. So I'm like, what does I need my 8 minutes back mean? Nigga, the coaches go, we don't even know. They're like, bro, we don't know what to expect walking in here, but
Shit.
nigga, I was in tears, bro. All I seen was I need my 8 minutes back, but then at the start of practice, I seen guys throwing it off the backboard. You know what I mean? I said, oh, this is how he's starting practice. He's beefing.
Oh, bruh. I, I'm watching the game, cussing, bruh. I know if I'm cussing y'all
Right, right. That nigga Coach Kerr was, bro. He was
out.
real life. Like, bro, it was bad, bro. I ain't seen him that mad since I was in high school.
Bruh, I'm looking, and what's funny is I'm trying to find you. So I'm like,
Well, I had to sit behind the bench because there wasn't enough chairs.
yeah, no, you, cause you was in the second row. Yeah,
Yep,
so,
yep, yep, yep.
because, bruh, the way y'all started the game, I'm like,
You was like, let me see whose facial expression. You know, I was pissed.
I, I, I was like, bruh, this is why I don't have this is why I don't have Hoop's number. Cause if I, look, nigga, nigga, every other possession in that, like, the first quarter, bruh, you would have had a text message of it just being, what the fuck?
No, that's real. It's all good. I'm gonna send you my number so I can see the messages better than Twitter. So I'm gonna send you my number just so we can have
Yeah,
the communication.
yeah, bruh, but like the fourth quarter, like,
Yeah, Coach
y'all,
Kerr was livid over that. We went up 43-11. They was like, okay, they thought it was we should have, they was like, we're finna blow these guys out. But then, you know how it go. Those guys started playing the score.
they, because in the y'all, and this is the sad part about it. Y'all should have beat him by 50.
Bro,
Easy.
that's what I was saying, Nap. I'm like, we should have got tacos, Nap. It should have been 100. We should have got free
Bruh,
tacos.
bruh. But the thing about it, and I'm not mad at the other squad because they did what they were supposed,
Right.
they kept fighting.
Yeah,
It,
and
it,
Coach Kerr told them that was gonna happen too. He's like, these guys, this is the type of team that they're not gonna play the score. They're just gonna hoop. They're gonna keep coming at you.
and the thing about it was, had they, if they, if they would have had a little more time, they would have
They
made,
could have came back. Yeah, for real.
because it was, cause in the first quarter, and this is something I've noticed with y'all give up, and it's weird because it happens one of two ways. Y'all give up the three because of lack of communication
Yep.
on defense, and
I agree.
or it's off of a rebound because nobody's boxing out.
Right.
No, and somebody gets a second chance opportunity, and I'm like, bruh, bruh, they would have
He
thought it
said
was,
that. I was like, bruh.
they would have thought it was Bobby Knight. I would have
You'd have
thrown
been
one
in
of
there
them,
throwing cheers at niggas
bruh.
now. He said, I would have been throwing cheers. I'm crying.
Bro, when Buddy missed the free throw and they got the rebound and it led to a three. bruh.
Yeah, Coach Kerr was ready to kill a nigga when that happened. Bro, he cussed them niggas out in a lot, like to the point where after games, like we do post games, so we meet at the school, or if it's the weekends, we go to Coach Kerr's house, and one of the coaches cooks food. Nigga, we played at Garfield, so it's the weekday, so we did post game at the school, but we had to drive back because it's not too far.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to walk in after the game so he could talk to the kids. He goes, "Y'all just meet me at the school." You know what that meant, Nap? Nap, you know what that meant when he said, "Hey, y'all just gonna
Y'all
go to
just
the school." Hey, I was like, "Oh shit!" And the old coach who's been with Coach Kerr since I was in high school, Brady, he was like, "Don't you remember? Don't you? I know you missed that because as we was leaving, he was cussing niggas the fuck out." And Brady said, "Don't you miss that?" I said, "Fuck no."
bruh, that's when your mama give you that look. Just
Yeah,
wait till we get when we in front. Wait till we get home.
right. When he said that, Nap, he was like, "Oh, y'all just go ahead and go to the school. I'll meet you guys there." I was like, "Oh shit!" I knew,
Look,
I knew when he walked in
look,
there
you
with the
start
two
having
brothers.
flashbacks.
I did. I swear to God, I was like, "Ooh," because I always remember when there was no coaches in there after the game and he's talking. It's finna get real. It's finna get real. Nah, that was, you know
And the
how it
thing
goes,
about
Nap.
it,
They don't
and the
understand that it's the habits we're trying to prepare for where we're trying to go. Like they think it's who we're playing. That's not. It's
yeah, no, it's not that. Don't play down to your level
right.
because at that point you give them a puncher's chance. And the
That's
worst
real.
thing you can do is give a team confidence because once you give it to them, there's nothing you can do. You
Yeah,
you can hit these niggas with a battering ram, and they're gonna be like, okay,
we're still good. Yeah,
like I'm still alive. Like
I'm still alive. And I be telling the kids that the basketball game gods, you already know, Nap the real. So I'm like, if
eh,
you know the saying, I'm like,
but,
keep them close and sting you in the end. You guys, you play around if you want to.
but
Play.
not but not even just that. This is something, and you might want to talk to Coach Kerr about this.
Yeah.
Is because you are one of his former players,
Hmm.
he should in moments like that let you. I
Talk.
mean, he's gonna get in their ass pause if
Yeah.
necessary
Right.
anyway.
Hmm.
But you being one of his former players, you had you hold merit
Yeah.
in the what is being said,
That's real, bro.
and that's something I don't know if you've ever thought about it. For you to approach him on and be like, "Hey, coach, in these moments, not to say that they're tuning him out, but
Hmm.
it's a fresh voice,
Yeah.
and then there,
And
then
not
it,
like that, Nap. You know how it go. The kids, they more relate to me because Coach Kerr, you know how it go. Them guys they're like military style. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So the kids they're relating to me, but like I know his message and how the other coaches message, that shit gets drawn out because it's the same. I'm the
it's,
only one that's different than Coach Kerr. It's Coach Kerr being an ass and then three other assistants being an ass too. Like, huh? So the kids get no balance if it's not me. Because it's
so
just always
and
somebody, and because
exactly,
they're all older than me too, so I have to do it differently because I'm like,
but see, you have a nuance that is different from everybody because it's like it's like you got the bully and then the lackeys. And if you understand what I'm saying about like the niggas that's just going, yeah, they gonna hype up the main nigga doing the shit and then
right,
they gonna do it.
right,
You have a different role in that because like you say, you relate to them, but you were once literally once them.
that's
You
real.
came, and that's the message you
No,
send to them.
hoop, no
Like,
pace.
what's up?
What's good, Alpha?
Like, hey, I was literally sitting, these same ass chewings that you getting right now, I got.
That's why when they
So,
started when Kerr was throwing it off the backboard, I was like, oh shit. I knew what time it was. I said, I remember this day.
Bro, I know when you see my message that said, uh, these niggas, I had these niggas running.
And
I know,
I said, yeah. I said, I gotta wait to read Nap's message, nigga. This, I said, this is, I said, Nap's speaking the real. I gotta wait till I'm actually sitting down, locked in.
I said, I know he cried laughing. And the funny part about it, bro, I don't be trying to be funny when I give you my breakdowns. I legit try to be as professional as I can and give him my outlook. Like, but bro, the fourth quarter, I was just like you could tell I was
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, I already know, cause shit, I was pissed. I know you was just watching it.
I was sitting there like, I know this nigga who is, bruh. If I could have been a fly on the wall in that locker room, I know that. Boy, you better not have laughed, coughed, sneezed. Boy,
Yeah,
that,
if you did any of that the wrong way, cause see,
boy.
we got a big game tomorrow versus we play Eastside Catholic, the team
Eastside
that got
Catholic, yeah.
that got with beat, so it's gonna be. And bro, Coach Kerr, they was telling me yesterday, Nap, they haven't won at Eastside Catholic in like 4 years. They've won one time.
But there's
He was like, we
something,
usually beat Eastside, but when we play them there, I'm like, oh, so they're like even going out there. The message yesterday was guys should be walking into the gym with a chip on their shoulder. They had to create adversity. I was telling Rylan, we got to start doing that. Rylan was like, there's 3 kids that went to Paulo's camp from Eastside. None of y'all got invited. Like he's trying to find ways for them to get,
yeah, give him
motivated.
that bulletin board.
Yeah, because me and Coach Brown had some shoes on that you only could get if you was at the camp. So at practice yesterday, and he was like, "You know how me and Fred got these shoes? Because we was at the camp. Were any of you guys at the camp?" And the kid was like, "No." And Ron was like, "That should sting to you. The guys were going to play. 3 of those guys were there at the invite only camp. So it kind of did something to the kids though, because a lot of kids in the city didn't get to go. He only had like 4 kids from the city go.
Yeah, no, that was in the message. But this is something that coach you got to be aware of. He's also part of the reason because in that second and the third quarter, I saw it because you saw it in my breakdown. You see me say it like what 2 or 3, maybe 4 times about being robotic because if you go back and you watch, there was a time where they ran the set and didn't even look at the basket. And there were 2 or 3 options there and they didn't even look. And I was like, that's
No, and that's the part, that I've been trying to help with Nap is um offensively. You know how I go, like I get what you want to do, that's fine, but the offense when you're trying to have guys moving the ball from side to side, but guys aren't looking at the rim, that's that old school modern, you know what I mean? Because
yeah,
you feel like because the ball's moving side to side, we're moving the ball, but real teams like Beach, you see, they went zone on us because we need to get better at shooting. And it's like, bro, ain't nobody trying to attack. And if they do, it's the same spots on the floor guys are trying to attack from.
facts. But here's the other thing. And this from a
And
coaching
you
perspective,
can do that, but there's gotta be more guy. You gotta take out that fluff. Like
there,
if you
yeah,
wanting to just move
exactly.
the ball side to side because you want to be able to go at 15 to score, like that shit is fluff, bro. Teams that really scout and coaches that really scout, they're gonna be able to see, bro, you're just moving the
You,
ball side to side, but you're still gonna attack from the baseline.
do you know how you get him to see that?
Film, that's what I've been showing film, bro.
No, because you're one of his pupils. You have to this, and I know it's an uncomfortable conversation,
Oh, I have
but
no
this,
problem having it because I'm the young guy. He's got assistants that aren't scared to say something. I don't have no problem because I've been a head coach. You know what I mean?
well,
So I'm
you've
not,
been a head coach. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
but
I'm not saying.
I'm not walking in there with the. And he told me that's one of the reasons he wanted me there for. Like I want you to challenge and bring new ideas, and and bring refreshing things that are going to be beneficial to us.
Well, what's
So that,
funny is it's layered with you because
yeah,
you are one of his you're one of his pupils.
that's true.
So
That's true.
so it hits home when you're telling him, "Hey, you're outdated," because
Yeah,
and then you're giving it to him from a coaching perspective because now the student has become the teacher almost.
come on.
So what the way I would bring this to him is when we're doing the ball movement,
Yeah,
this is like when we're doing the ball movement and there's no attack or attempt of pressuring the rim.
yeah.
That is like somebody who is doing a whole bunch of crossovers and going nowhere.
No, that's
That
real, bro. That's
that's
fluff. That's fluff.
that that's bro. Because bro, I threw the remote. Fred, I'm not even bullshitting you, bro. I threw the remote like by the third. I'm like, why isn't? Because because somebody came baseline. They're doing the screening, and I'm like, it's somebody right there. And then, bro, 30, bro, I was ready to wring 33's neck,
Who's 33? Oh, Gene, the 16 kid, Gene.
bro, bro, like he looked like one of those, like one of those kids who they're tall, but they haven't grown in their coordination yet.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple of shots. I'm like, bro, did you just throw the ball towards the basket?
You funny dude.
And then,
Yeah.
oh, bro, see, this is how I know I couldn't be on that coaching staff because we would have been doing defensive slides.
Come on. So just imagine how irritated I'd be. You know how I think, Nap, and I know how you think. So just imagine how irritated I
Bruh, bruh, look, coach, look, they would have thought they was in Coach Carter bruh, I promise you, I would have went personally and spent $20 at the dollar store and,
am.
and they'd be like,
You said $20.
bruh, they'd have been like, why does coach have broomsticks?
You
Bruh,
funny
they
dude.
would have been holding broomsticks and sliding, doing defensive slides all around the court because y'all are sending people to the line because of unnecessary reaching. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
for what? Like there was a couple and I'm just like, why? And like I understand, not giving somebody momentum or what I get an occasional frustration foul, but just because you got beat or you're not trying to move your feet, yeah, bro. I don't see how they weren't cussed out by halftime. I'm not even gonna lie to you because it's one of those you're pissed off, you're up by 30, and you're like, why are we only up by 30?
Wow, that's literally what it was too. Oh
Because y'all
God.
start the first couple possessions, I was like, okay, sloppy, but because as soon as it was either three or four got trapped in the corner, that first possession, I'm like, this shit happens every game.
Like we
Why?
nigga motherfuckers know we want to attack from the corner, but we still getting that ball to the corner, trying to attack from the corner. It'd be stuff like that. Like,
And I'm like, as a guard, you have to know better.
yeah.
As a gu-
But they're but
and
it's taught system. That's why, Nap.
yeah, no, I get it. So this is why I have to remind myself. I'm like, they're playing, they're playing from a system.
Yeah, that old modern, and I just been trying to help with wrinkles because he ain't never gonna change that. But it's like, bro, there's got to be wrinkles and you know what I mean, adjustments to it if you're gonna keep doing it because He
You
been
got to
doing it
give them
since
enough freedom.
since I was in school. We ran that, bro, and I graduated in 2009. And
Yeah,
he's been
so
running cutters and Irish, and you know what I mean.
yeah, and again, there's stuff there that still works, but
Right.
you have to give the kids enough leeway that okay, I know we may be running this action to go to Alex, but if the lane opens up for you to take that ball to the basket, do it. Because now the next time that action gets ran, guess what's going to happen? The defense is going to freeze or
Nah,
they're going
that's
to
real.
collapse because for as much as we're read and react, we're also playing patterns.
Hmm. Good point.
And that to me is something that I feel like a team that has your caliber of player or better is going to capitalize on that.
Nah, that's
And,
real. That's real.
and because I seen Beach and like I said, Beach is very beatable.
Yeah, they are. We're gonna beat them. Remember, I told you was that you heard it here first. We're gonna beat them.
Because remember, I told you how that was going to go. I told you how that game was going to go. I said, y'all were going to be in a dogfight until Stokes woke up.
We just said that.
And
Yeah.
then, and then, something was going to happen to swing momentum. And now it was going to go from like a possession ball game to now
Hmm.
they're up double digits. And that's almost exactly what happened.
Alex, I'm watching your Minnesota Timberwolves and Golden State game from yesterday. Nap,
Was
Wizards,
it,
talk to me, Nap.
um,
Trae Young's going to your with well, a team that
don't do that.
yeah, right, a team that Nap said could be something. I won't say that he said it was his team. I won't do that.
But I've been saying this since the offseason that Trae Young would not finish the season. I I didn't remember I said that Washington could be a dark horse, but I really thought he was going to end up in Memphis.
Hmm. Because I remember you were speaking on the
Because
job and Trey straight up, right? Wasn't you saying that?
yeah, because I said there was only a handful of contracts because that's why I brought up Washington saying that him and CJ's contracts are
We're
similar.
favorable. Yep, I remember you saying that they were favorable. I remember you
Hey,
saying
hey,
that.
we been playing good ball. Who
Did you guys
we
win,
been
Alex?
playing
I'm
good
just
ball?
watching the recap.
Yeah. Now we played Miami yesterday. I meant the other day.
Oh, this Golden
We
State game
playing
must be
good.
older than.
Yeah, we played them in like December.
Oh shit, my YouTube is on my algorithm's tweaking. I thought it was
no,
a
you,
new game.
no, yeah, we played them
Let
like
me turn
last month.
this
But yeah,
off.
we played Miami. We got Cleveland tonight.
But
Oh yeah, you
I
right.
think
This
that
was December 12th. You was
Yeah, we played them like last month.
I think that's gonna be interesting, Hoop, because
Mhm.
Trey wants the extension. So if he wants that extension by the end of the season, he's gotta get them to winning.
Nah, they're not
Oh
trying to
wait,
win, bro.
they're
They're
not.
not
I
trying to
thought they
win. He
weren't.
not
I
playing.
thought they're not
Yeah,
playing. Yeah, I thought
yeah.
they not
They're not trying to win, bro. They gotta get. They trying to tank. I mean, for the playoffs. I mean, for the
to get it
pick.
to get a
Yeah,
pick.
get top
Honcho,
pick.
let me ask you this, Honcho, before I let Hamlin go. Do you think Trey wanted to go somewhere where he knew he would get that extension for sure,
I
or
think
do
it's
you think it was just where he wanted to go?
I think it's two things, bro. So
Okay, that's true.
the
That's
extensions is
fair.
part of it, but I also think he wanted to go somewhere where he has his value and gonna be able to be
He
like
can be the
if
man.
like he can still be a centerpiece, bro, and he's valued because like I seen like basically like if you look at some of the stars that have went from their own situation and then went somewhere else and it didn't fit and it made them look worse than what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So like
Hmm.
he kind of, it kind of, I feel like he weighed out the options. It's like, yeah, he got to get paid again. He got the $49 million option next season, but then after that, he needs up for contract. So it's like I would go where who would want me the most. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like the Wizards and him, and they have the dude that drafted him over there as a GM or something. You
Oh
know the
yeah, I did hear about
yeah,
that. That's
yeah. So it's like
hmm
it makes sense on both sides of that part. You know, it's like
no, that's real.
go where you're
That's go ahead.
valued. Go where you're valued. You know.
No, that's real. Go ahead, Hamlin. I see you have your hand up. Go ahead, bro.
How many of y'all here are familiar with Shane McMahon? You guys know who that is?
Say it
Well, I
again.
mean, is that the
Shane
WWE
McMahon from
guy?
WWE. Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it
yeah.
is him. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now his theme
Wait,
song, right?
wait,
It had
Hamlin.
its
Is he related to top? Is he top? Never mind. Keep going. I'm babbling.
no,
Keep going.
no. I'm saying so his theme song, the way it started, "Here comes the money." That's exactly why Trae
But
Young went to Washington. Come on
there's
now.
is Hamlin speaking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
he is.
can't hear him, Napoleon.
Nah, I'm gonna drop in
All
and,
right.
and request back.
Yeah.
Hamlin
No,
is
that's
Todd. Is he related to Vince or is that like a
yeah,
no?
it's Vince's
That's his
son.
son.
Vince's son.
Okay.
Vince's
Okay.
son.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
had
yeah.
to make sure. Okay.
No, all good, all good. Anyways, no, that's why he went, man. Let's call it what it is. He wanted to go to a place where he could still get a lot of touches in possession, and he could get paid, right?
That's real.
That's all it is. Like,
That's
and
what I
the
thought it was.
problem,
That's why. Yeah, two things could be true. Yep.
right?
Nah,
Because like
Yep.
me
I
personally,
don't disagree with that, Hamlin. I just
No,
think that
Honcho. That's what you said, though,
that's
Honcho.
nah,
what no,
facts.
that's
He
what I,
did.
Yeah,
He
that's you guys
for
just said it
sure.
differently.
It's just
yeah, yeah,
also like, you want to go because like it don't work a lot of times, bro. Unless you're like, you know what I'm saying, and like, the Kevin Durant's and LeBron and
right.
stuff, like going
Right.
to a new place, bro, and try to have to fit in around
You
somebody
don't
else,
want to
bro.
get damed. You don't want to get damed, pretty much, right? Because look what happened with
Exactly.
Damian
Yeah.
Lillard.
No,
Then the
perfect
narrative is
example.
you're cooked, huh, Honcho?
Like
Exactly, bro. Because they talk, you
another
know what I'm saying? It's like,
another
damn.
guy, right? Like, I don't know if y'all have seen like Evan Turner and Iggy when they were doing their podcast, but Evan Turner, he talked about this where when he went to Portland, right? People forget he was coming off a really good season with
Yup.
the Celtics, right? But what he said was basically when he went there and he became a role player, he was basically having to diminish a little bit of everything that made him good to fit into the team. And because of that, like his future earning potential is never the same again, right?
Right.
So like I think
Hamlin, you
and
kind of heard Lou Will speak about that. Once he
yeah,
let
Lou
the
Williams said it
NBA
too.
Yup.
box him into being a six man, he
Yep.
was like, it was what it was, and now he looking back, he like, I didn't want to be that, but I let the NBA box me into that because it felt like.
No, for
Exactly.
sure. Because
But
like
this is
and the
Let
other
Hamlin
thing too,
finish and then
right?
go ahead, Nat.
Yeah, for sure. The other thing too, if I'm Trae Young, right? I'm looking at it this way. How old is Trae Young? Is he 27, 28 years old?
26, I think about to be 27.
26,
Yeah,
27.
Yeah,
he's
he about to be
27
young.
years
27,
old,
yep.
right? So we can safely say that this is the last big money contract he's going to get, right?
Most
I think
likely,
that's
he gonna get one. This is
right.
last max, yep.
Like look at it this way. He's a small guard, right? And those guys don't really tend to age well. He's 26, 27 years old. He's already had injury issues. If this is the last chance to get the bag, I'm going wherever I look the best and
Yep.
going to a front office that's going to pay me, right? Because then
Yep.
when he's 31, 32, 33 years
He
old,
still
right? When
has
the
time to
contract's expiring.
go fit in somewhere.
Exactly.
Yep.
So like I actually like this move I understand why Trae Young did it. I like this move for the Wizards too, because I mean, let's be honest, guys, they got him for nothing,
No,
right? Like
literally.
they got him for nothing. So
Literally.
so here
I'm just concerned. Why is his value so low? That's the thing that I don't
I,
understand.
I I can tell you
Same,
this.
bro. But go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Nat.
I'm
Go ahead,
explaining
Nat.
this to you once again.
Hey, man,
He does not play. We harp on LaMelo Ball for not being a player
winning
that
player.
is conducive to winning. And what happened was he sped up Atlanta's timeline when they made it to that Eastern Conference final.
Yep.
And now, excuse me, and then an expectation happened.
Right.
And then they could never land another big name to pair with him. And that speaks volumes.
I mean, like, do
I
you?
wouldn't
So
put him in the Trey Young-
I was
in the
gonna say,
Lamelo
bro,
category
yeah. Go
though.
ahead, Alex. You got
I
it,
was gonna
though.
say,
No.
like,
I
Hold on.
wouldn't.
No,
wait, but
you're miss.
hold on. But is Nat saying it from a point of you have to let those guys play their way? And I think now people are seeing if Trey can't play his way, his value's lower. Is that what you mean, Nat?
That's exact.
I
Look at,
could be
look
I
at,
could be wrong. I'm just
no,
trying to.
you're 100% right. Look at Oklahoma when he was at Oklahoma, when he was playing his way and nobody knew how to figure him out. He was dropping 35 a night. When they realized that the team was suffering, what did they do? They made him shoot a bunch of bull crap shots. Then, then they started forcing him to have to trust his teammates. And what happened? It caused chaos and they started losing.
That team
What
was trash
happened?
though. That's support. I get what you're saying,
No.
but
Hold on. But let's fast forward. Go to Atlanta. One thing that all of Trey's teammates have said is his play style hindered them. And then the numbers were
I
fluff
haven't seen no. You
because
got to show me somebody saying that. I haven't seen that nowhere. I have not seen no teammate saying
John
that.
Collins, John Collins was his running mate
John Collins
and
had his best
was
years with Trey, bro. Because of Trey, he
you,
ate off of Trey. Trey got him paid, bro.
Honcho,
Trey got him paid,
you're
bro.
Honcho.
Wait, Honcho. To Nap's point, do you remember when John Collins called out Trae Young for passing the ball?
Yes, but he would. But Trey, if John Collins never played with Trey, he wouldn't have got paid, bro. I'm telling you
No,
right
no,
now, he
no.
wouldn't have
I
got
hear
paid.
you. But to Nap's point, he had to call him out about
No,
passing the
I remember.
ball due to
Yes.
his play style. To Nap's point,
But hold on, like there's also levels to certain things, bro. I get you saying, I that's fair. But John Collins calling out Trey Young, bro. Come on, bro. I'm Trey Young. You're
it's
John
not.
Collins,
It's
bro.
but it's
Like
no.
like
But
beef. Let's be
Honcho, it's
serious.
not. It's not a. It's not a. It's not like a. It's not like a
You're
because you're
looking at this
Trae
from a
Young.
stars.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
more.
also a pecking order, bro. Some of that you have to
No,
live
no.
with.
And I hear you. And I hear you, Honcho. But yes, there's a pecking order. But there's also guys that John Collins is somebody that's speaking up guarantee for how other guys feel as well too. He just wasn't scared to say it. I
John,
guarantee you there
if
was a
John
bunch of
Collins
guys
is their
feeling that way.
second best player, if that's your second best player, like you said, there's a pecking order, there's politics. So when you're suffering and you're the reason why everybody else's numbers either go up or go down, you're going to burden or shoulder a lot of the burden. So then he started having these fluff numbers in assists where he would have 9, 10, 11 assists, but they were either garbage minute or they were early on in the game. But in the fourth quarter with
Uh,
5 minutes to go, he's chucking up 35-foot shots and he's shooting them out of games.
He's also, but that's what. Okay, this is the things you got to understand. Okay, like let's give an example right now, right? Luka Doncic, right? When you're a star player, bro, you live and you
Bad
no
example.
no. Let me finish. You live and you die with it, bro. It's you're a superstar player. You live and you die with them, bro. Because when they're on, they look like, oh my goodness. When they're off, bro, in those moments, it looks bad sometimes. But they're also the most.
No, it
Hold on. Let me
doesn't.
finish. Let me finish.
Let him finish, Nap.
The most success that these people have had in their franchise history is because of Trae Young. So I'm not gonna. You have to take some of the good with the bad. They're talking
Right.
about things
That's
like
true.
that's what you live with when you become to that
Honcho,
level, bro.
out of Trae Young and Luca, which guy would you want to play with? Because they kind of both. Which guy would you want to
Luka
stand up?
Doncic. Next question.
Okay, no, I'm just asking
Oh yeah,
because
It's
that's
not even.
levels though. I
no, no,
wasn't
no.
comparing.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
saying
comparing them like like
no, no,
that.
no, no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for example because their play styles are like obviously Luca's way better, but how ball dominant they
And
are,
here,
and
right,
how you
and I'm
gotta
about to,
wait for other guys to give them
But
the ball.
But
that's like
Luca,
and
but
hoop. Hear what
Luca
you said, and
learned.
hoop. Hear what you said, hoop. You didn't say who was the best player. You said who would you rather play with.
That's all.
That's
Yeah,
two.
If are
That's
you
I'm
talking?
just
Oh,
that's
hold on. Okay,
asking.
are you asking me
that's
as a
two different
basketball?
questions.
If you asking me if I was a basketball player still,
Well, no, I
or
was
you?
just asking that in regards to pecking order. Like, if you're gonna play,
well,
if you're gonna play with somebody like that, wouldn't you say
well, it
I would
depends on
rather
the
live with
position,
somebody
right?
like
Like,
Luca doing it versus somebody like Trey?
well, I mean,
That's
it
how I
depends on the
see it.
position, right? Like, okay, if you're like a number two guy on a team, right? If Luka Doncic is chucking up shots and like, I kind of give him more of a pass because number one, I think he's more of a winging player, and number two,
Ah,
he's just
okay,
better,
okay,
right?
okay,
He's just
okay.
better, frankly. And like, if I'm a guy on the team, right? Luka's one of those guys in the NBA now. If he's earned the right to, ball hog for
Right.
a couple possessions or two to
He's
take a shot.
respected.
Respected, exactly. And whereas with Trae Young, I don't think outside of that one playoff run I've ever seen Trae Young, you know, I've never seen him as that guy, respectfully. And
I
like,
and see this is
it's
where
just
it gets wicked, bro. Because I don't agree with that because if you go back and watch, like people have short term memory because the world moves so fast. Do you not remember Trey hitting game winners last year versus Boston? Like like.
yeah, I remember Jeremy Lamb hitting game winners
Trey
too.
has been doing this, but his teams have been dirt. Atlanta has never been
Okay,
good, bro. Like his
hey,
supporting
Honcho,
cast has been trash.
Huncho,
Hamlin,
watch it.
Hamlin,
Huh,
don't mention,
Like, bro,
don't
he been
mention
having
hold
Jeremy
on.
mad
Lin.
No, no.
plays.
Watch this.
Jeremy Lin is crazy.
Huncho, watch this.
That's
Watch this.
crazy.
I'm a Mavs fan. I watched Luca, and this is where Hoop you have Luca now. The progression in because Luca and Trey play similarly from them being ball dominant to them taking shots late in the shot clock. Luca is known for that sidestep three going to the left. But the difference between Luca and if we're take fandom out of it and we're just analyzing the player, Luca was getting his team to the playoffs and consistently doing what we said Trey was not
He
doing
had better
because
supporting cast, bro. Dallas
no
built better teams
hold,
around him, bro.
stop
It's
no
not the
Huncho
same.
He had
stop
Dwight Powell
no
and Tim Hardaway
It's
he
Jr.
not
had
the
Tim
same,
Hardaway Jr.
bro.
He had Tim
He
Hardaway
had Tim Hardaway
Tim
Jr.
Hardaway
Tim
Jr.
Hardaway is a peak
He
contributor
had
right now for the Denver Nuggets, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
do
Tim
do do
Hardaway is
you
a bench guy, whoever just lets you
do
average
do
15 points
you
a game.
realize at one point what Atlanta had around Trey and they Trey never let those seeds get planted and watered. Luca got Dennis Smith, him and Dennis Smith Jr. couldn't, they were button heads. Dennis gets up out of there. Seth stayed getting hurt. Tim was always hurt. But do you know what coaching in the front office said to Luca? Hey, you're freezing guys out and you're dying in the fourth. So do you know what happened after Jalen Brunson left? He said, you know what? I can't do this. Let me start trusting my teammates. And we seen Luca's level of play not only elevate himself, his teammates' level of play elevated. We've never seen Trey elevate his
That's not
teammates.
true, bro. That run he had, he did elevate his team. Like, I'm just not gonna agree with that, bro. I'm not gonna agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's okay though, but nah. He's
There's a
elevated his
reason why
teammates
one
before,
went
bro.
to the final. There's a reason why one went to the finals
Trey,
and one had a fluke.
it wasn't a fluke, bro. It wasn't a fluke. I'm not because if you're gonna sit up there and say that, then you can say the same about Lucas stuff because they traded him right after they made the finals. They got rid of him right after they made the finals, bro. Like they made the finals and
Right.
got rid of him. So it's like, bro,
Right. In what's widely regarded as one of the worst trades in NBA
I know,
history.
but I
Yeah.
get, but what I'm
And
saying is perspective from his own people. That's what they thought was the right thing to do. I'm not saying I agree with
no,
Okay.
it.
no,
Okay.
no.
Even if you want to use that argument, right? Even if you want to use that argument, right? Luka Doncic's trade value, even in that trade, which many consider one of the worst in NBA history, was still more than what the Hawks
That is
got for Trae
because
Young.
of, bro, but that's a totally different reason, bro. Like the timing
Wait,
of
but
it,
Yeah, because they're
Honcho,
it's a
different
different
levels.
reason
They're
also
not the
though.
same.
You're justifying
but
Honcho, and
Honcho,
it's okay.
didn't one person want to trade Luca? I don't think Mavs Nation wanted to trade. I think
The
one
Mavs
person
as
No,
a
did.
the
whole.
owner, the
I
owner
think
did too. The owner did too. The owner and him
The
had
owner
No,
did
the
disagreements.
too.
owner came out and said he made a mistake. He
Yeah.
should
I
have
know, but
never listened to
in the
Nico
moment before that, he did. You hindsight is everything. You could be
Dude,
that
my
hindsight.
point is,
Hindsight is
even
that's
if you want to
cool.
because he's not
justify
a
it,
I'm
basketball
not saying that,
guy.
but I'm saying in the moment, that's what he wanted to do. I don't agree with the trade.
did the owner go to Nico about this, or did Nico go to the
no,
owner?
Nico went to the owner.
Nico went to the owner about this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ni- Nico went to the owner about this, and this is why they made it about the drinking, and he's out of shape, and this, and see, so I'm a little backstory, and it ties in. Do you remember? Dallas was never supposed to get Luca. He was supposed to go to Sacramento. But because Vlade hates Luca's dad, he ended up falling into Atlanta's lap, and Atlanta traded us for Trey. We did a swap. Now, the relevance in all of that is this. The front office bought into Luca being their guy. Luca till this day will not talk to Nico at all because Nico went on this campaign publicly, tried to call him an alcoholic, said that he, because he would come, that he would come,
Oh,
my
you
bad, I got a
good?
phone
No, you
call.
good. You good.
That he got a phone call, or not a phone call, that he would come into camp out of shape and would play himself into shape. He wasn't dedicated. Nico went to the owner who is not a basketball guy and said, "Hey, this will save you money and we can build in other ways." And then traded him for his guy in Anthony Davis, who is seeking an extension and is going to get traded by the deadline.
Possibly to Atlanta.
Do you know how pissed off I'm going to be if we get Kristaps Porzingis back?
It's probably gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Matt, go
It's
ahead. Go
probably
ahead.
gonna
Go
happen.
go ahead, Math Chicken, bro. Go ahead. I see what your
Oh,
hand up.
hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
No, you're
Appreciate you.
good. You're good. Go ahead. Appreciate you coming to Hoop
No, yeah,
Narrative.
this thing's crazy. Yeah, no, with the Lucas stuff, he was drafted by Donnie Nelson, the GM, when Mark Cuban was the owner. Mark Cuban sells the team, hires Nico Harrison, so it's a different front office who traded Luca than who drafted him. The only man who didn't like Luca was Nico, and he tricked the owner basically into trading him. The owner doesn't know anything about basketball. Jason Kidd signed off on it in the midnight hour, but it wasn't his idea. So Jason Kidd approved it, and
Jason didn't sign off on that.
he knew he was told before it was finalized. Hey, we have this deal in place, and Jason Kidd could have vetoed it, but he didn't.
Yep.
He could have, and that is why there's friction between Luca and Jason Kidd. But he's cool with everybody else. Like he's cool with Mark Cuban, he's cool with everyone on the team.
That's
It's
why.
just
That's why Jason Kidd looked like that during that press conference, huh? He
Well,
looked
no,
sick to his
no.
stomach.
Jason. The only thing, and this is where clarification comes in. Jason was on board with them not signing him to the max extension if Luca didn't do certain things. He never wanted to trade Luca.
it was never Jason Kidd's idea to trade Luca. That was a Nico. That was a Nico idea. Nico's the one who thought it up. He negotiated the deal, and he told Jason after it was already agreed to and verbally, not in writing, but verbally before they submitted to the NBA office. He told Jason like, "Hey, we have this deal in place." And Jason then could have said, "I don't like that deal," but he said, "Okay, you can do it." But it wasn't his idea, so there is nuance to it.
Yeah, I get that. Donnie's listening, but he said what that's basically what happened to Trey just on a smaller scale. He said Atlanta didn't want to pay the luxury tax, so they couldn't improve the roster around Trey. And JJ traded Trey to get under the luxury tax. It wasn't because they didn't want Trey.
No, they wanted Trey, but they didn't want Trey at the price that Trey was demanding. Also, and I said this was gonna happen. I said if Atlanta starts winning without Trey, that's gonna be the final nail in the coffin for them not to give him that extension.
I do
And
remember
what
you
happened?
saying that, Nap. I do remember you saying that.
And what happened? They've been blowing people out
Not
by.
no, they're on a losing streak, bro. They're not. They haven't blown
No,
nobody
I'm
out.
saying when they were winning, they were blowing teams out by anywhere between 10 to 20 points.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I think Atlanta made a huge mistake, bro. Like, to be real, I think that this in the long run, bro, this is gonna turn out how they thought. But I mean, it's Atlanta, bro. They always mediocre. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it.
Yeah, they better not trade for. Honestly, I think trading for AD would make it
Oh,
worse.
oh,
I can't.
it's gonna speed it up. Oh, it's gonna speed. It's gonna. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they're gonna
I
be
don't
done within
understand
a
the
year or
logic.
two. Yeah, year
Yeah,
or two. They're yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't understand. Are any of you guys Hawks fans?
Nah, nah, nah,
I'm just
nah.
curious what the logic is like
Yeah,
in
I
terms of
don't
trick.
see. I don't get it either. I don't see the vision that they trying to see.
Do
I
they feel
think they're
like
gonna regret this,
AD?
bro.
Do they feel like AD helps them be more win now? You think?
Yeah, that's
It
exactly
gotta
what
be.
it
It
is.
gotta be. Yeah,
Every team in the East feels like
the East is
AD
open right now, huh?
addition. If we add AD, that puts us over the hump. Because look at what Paulo's doing. Hoop, do you remember when I was arguing about Paulo and I said they between Franz, him, and the coach, they have to make a decision. Do you remember me saying this?
Yep.
Because this was the whole him and James Harden play style and growth in figuring out what and how to utilize people. We've seen kind of that step in, okay, Paulo's no longer, dribbling the air out of the ball. He's being decisive. and they're starting to win the games that they were losing. Last night shows it. They're starting to win those games. But is that now my question is that because they're not playing him and Franz together or because him and the coach got on the same page?
I oh no, I wasn't talking about that real quick. I wanted to go back to that what he said real quick. I wanted to say that I think that the only thing that makes a little sense, I was trying to think about the Atlanta situation. I think they probably think that if they shift to a more defensive minded focus because they're their offense is not like super great, but they defense mind focus, and then the East is kind of like why in a way kind of like there's not like a clear favorite. I don't think like there. I feel like the East is open this year, so I feel like if they think they get AD and then they their defense is good, that they can probably push and make a little playoff run maybe or something. I don't know. They're thinking win now.
I just don't understand. AD, I mean, when he plays, he's okay, but he never plays. So,
Exactly.
and if the whole issue was about roster management, salary cap management, trading away Trey for a more expensive AD who's older and due for way more money, it doesn't make sense to me at
No,
all.
that's real. That's
Yep.
real.
It's like you lose, and then it's like they lost Crayford.
But to
Yeah.
Honcho's point, Mavs, if you feel like and I agree because I said this, but if you feel like you're in win now, is that like the risk you take for you risk it for the biscuit? If you feel like you could, or Nap said that too, you feel like you could possibly win this year. The East is down.
And I
I'm just
mean,
saying,
they still
possibly.
get a and I forgot about that too. They still get a pick because they have one of the Pelicans picks, so they still gonna have
Mm,
a top pick regardless. So like they're in a situation where this next year at least they'll be in the bidding for a top 10 pick at least. So
regardless, right?
yeah, regardless. So so it's
It
like
depends. It
It
depends on
depends
what
on the pick.
they give up for the AD trade, right? Like if they
well,
give
Uh,
up
that's
that
oh,
fair.
Pelicans pick,
true. I didn't
yeah,
think
That's
about that.
true.
yeah.
That's
True.
true.
That is
So
true.
that's probably going to
That's
be
true.
gone for getting the AD.
That would be dumb. That would be so dumb. Oh my goodness. But I ain't gonna lie, and with Atlanta, I would not be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't know. It seems like they don't make the best decision
What
when it comes to people.
what
Like
place is Atlanta in right now, Honcho? What seed are
ninth,
they?
they're ninth seed,
So
so
they
they're in
went
the
on that little run and then they started losing after that run.
yep, yep. So but the East is everything's so close. Like I think they're like well, let me go check. I know they're ninth for
It's
sure,
like
but
the West, huh? You could be third, lose three
yep, and
games, now
lose and
you
then
seventh, huh? Not
yep. Because look. So they're 18-21 and they're a ninth seed, right? But then right
yeah,
above them, you got Miami at 20-17, the Cavaliers at 21-17, Magic at 21-17, and then the
yeah,
Sixers.
shit.
Yep.
East is bad,
Yeah,
bro.
it's bad, bro. It's all open. You lose 2 games or you lose 2 games in a row, you can go from the third or the fourth seed to the damn seventh. Yeah.
And those are mediocre teams. It ain't
It-
even.
you feel me? So I honestly I get it. Like the East is kind of open, bro. And then like the top teams, I don't even think like I don't think nobody is necessarily scared of nobody in the East for real. Like it's like okay, the Knicks got
I
a good
agree.
record and the Pistons are good, but it's like they don't have a lot of experience and like outside
Right.
when Cade is not going, bro. They don't have really a dominant second scorer, bro. Like they should. I ain't gonna lie. I seen somebody said I want to run this by y'all. How y'all feel about the Pistons making a move for MPJ? I seen somebody saying that. I seen like
No,
yeah. I
no,
think
You
it'd be
don't like
great.
that?
Get rid of
You
no,
don't
Tobias,
like that,
bro.
Matt?
Get rid of Tobias.
no. I don't because it takes away what MPJ is able to the way he's playing right now, putting him over there with Cade, somebody has to
No,
sacrifice.
but they need a second. They need a legit second scorer though. That's
You're
I do agree
again,
on that. I do agree on that.
you're, I'm not saying, again, you're looking at it from an end result. I'm looking at how we get there. And, and this is one of those things because outside of Boston, every team in the East has one dominant scorer and then it's a collective.
yeah, but that's not. But what I'm saying is, bro. Okay, when you look at like that's not a thing in the NBA that you necessarily win with. Who outside of that? The last Eastern Conference team to win a championship is who you said that has two, right? The Celtics. It's not something that's like you got to at least have another score that's averaging damn near 20. Like they don't need like they what's their next?
Huncho, let me ask you right now. right now, Boston has a second by committee, but they have a consistency of people who are scoring in Boston. So this is why I said outside of Boston,
Every team that has
every
won the last championships have had another 20 points per game score.
I'm not you're fighting
No,
an argue
I'm not fighting
you're
nothing. I'm just saying a fact. That's
no
a fact.
no you're not
That's a factual
we're having
statement, bro.
you're going east, I'm going west. What I'm saying right now in 2026, the way that the East is constructed, we know who the lead dog in Boston is right now. It's Brown. But any given night, somebody else in Boston is going to give you 20. No one else in the East has that. No one else in the East.
What if Detroit makes a play for Austin Reeves?
No, hell no.
No?
I don't think I.
Look, my dream for Cade, Mavs. My dream for Cade is D Book. That's my dream. Like
That's a good
guy.
dream, but it's
He's
not
making
happening.
seven. He's
That's a
making
good
70
dream, but
No,
it's
million.
not
no,
happening.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know it's not happening, but him next to
Yeah.
Cade, I think would be
But I want
phenomenal.
to ask somebody else.
Yeah.
I want to ask him, Mavs and Hoop, how you feel because I seen that that they are Detroit is trying to get MBJ. How do you feel about it? Because I think I'm telling you they need another bucket getter. They don't have a. I want to know
No,
y'all opinion on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
with
you're
you.
serious.
No,
Oh,
I don't think MPJ. My bad, Matt. You can go right after this. I don't think MPJ gets in the way of what they do. I think
Ex-
he, if anything, helps. So I
exactly.
see what you see on that. Like,
yeah, I agree. I agree with the premise. The idea is
but
sound. I do think they need another shot creator, another shot maker on their team. I don't know. I have personal biases against MPJ. I just don't think he's a serious basketball player. Like, I don't think he's a serious person. So
there's some
so
truth to that.
I get it, but
I see the basketball fit, and I think it makes a ton of sense. It's above the shoulders where I'm like I would hesitate.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Nah,
My thing,
go
The
ahead.
guys in
again,
that
I'm not
the guys in that
disagreeing.
locker room might not
It's just
get along
because
with somebody like MPJ.
Honcho, I'm not disagreeing that they don't need a second score.
You're just saying
I
they need
agree
more
with you.
depth. You're
They
saying
need, they need more depth. And I think his game and Cade's game for both of them to thrive clash. So you would literally have to play, you
wait,
know,
hold
who
on. That's
MPJ?
not true, bro.
Why do you
That's
think
not true.
MPJ's and
MPJ is
Cade's
a great
game
spot up shooter,
clash?
bro. He would be coming off screens like the same way. I've watched some games of the Nets because I wanted to see MPJ this year. They run some actions that where he would
Yeah,
fit perfectly in.
he's not
Yeah,
always just on the ball, bro. The Nets
no,
exactly.
be
again, no,
having him coming off staggers and
He
floppies and
comes up,
stuff
yeah,
too.
bro. He's a great defense.
I watched that,
Yes.
but what I'm saying is the way MPJ and I followed MPJ's career. When MPJ is going, you have to you have to feed that hot hand,
Yeah.
and
And
but
Cade
then
is a willing passer. Cade will do
no,
that.
I'm
Cade
not.
will
Hold
willingly do
on,
that.
I'm not.
go ahead, Nat. Finish, and then we
But
go
what
to
I'm
Mavs
saying
after
is,
Nat.
but Cade also, when Cade is going, because Cade has this thing where when he's going, it's either he's getting everybody else involved and he may pick a spot here, pick a spot there, or he's going and he's in attack mode. So the way that
You don't think Cade
That's
does
not
both
true,
at an
bro.
elite
I've
level?
watched the game. He does both.
You don't think he
I
does
don't,
both though, Nap, at the same
He
time?
does. He heavily does.
I don't, so the thing is, Cade has nobody that would be able to challenge him right now. So you putting
It's his
MPJ,
team. I don't think anyone's gonna challenge him. It's his
Even with
well,
team.
MPJ there, he's not gonna challenge him, bro.
you're
He's gonna
set,
help.
Hoop, what
I
I'm
got an
saying
idea.
is your second guy, if there's anybody on the team that can challenge the top dog, it's the bona fide second option. You agree
I
with
got an
that, right?
idea.
Yeah, I agree.
I got a name of somebody who could challenge Cade and who could fit next to him.
What you say, Mavs?
I think I'm a Mavs fan. I think if they want to blow this up properly, I think they should. I think the Pistons could trade for Kyrie. He's set to come back in a month
I like that.
from his
Mavs,
rehab.
Mavs, me and you will square up. And I am a Mavs fan.
No, listen, I love Kyrie. I don't want him
He's
traded, but
saying
if the Mavs
green.
decide to go an organization to trade, like I think it makes a lot of sense for both parties.
Yeah, I like Kyrie next to Cade. That's beautiful.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just think that like what is best this is why I think the MPJ fit is perfect, bro. Because MPJ, so I followed him his whole career too, bro. He the best high school basketball player I've seen in real life. Like I've been following MPJ when that motherfucker different. But what I will say is that like, okay, with MPJ, he's already shown that he could be a shooter. And I get this game sample size, he's shown that like, okay, he has much more in his game. Well, we've been knew that. Everybody that knows real hoop before the injuries, we know what he's capable of. You know, he's just showing that at the highest level now, right? But at the same time, if you put him back in a winning situation, especially in that situation where in Detroit struggle, their offense struggles at times. That's why they lose games they're not supposed to sometimes, you know, because
And the player that I would say
Mhm.
and is Zach Levine. I would I
I,
would pair
I,
the I would pair those two.
Zach Levine, that Zach Levine is not as consistent as MPJ, bro. Like, it's just not, it doesn't make more sense. And his contract is worse. And so it's like, and his injuries are also worse than him. And they both have injuries, but his injuries are worse. And he's older. Like, it just doesn't I feel
And
like
he's
MPJ,
gonna take the ball out of K's hands. So,
exactly. MPJ fits more, like, he just fits more, bro. And then the risk reward is not as high as you think because uh, I seen the trade. They said it would be centered around Tobias Harris and picks, bro. And since he's an expiring contract, the Nets would do that in a heartbeat, bro. Get rid of, you know what I'm saying? You take Tobias for what, 1 year left or 2 years up on his contract? I think he's expiring. I think he's 1 year. I gotta go check. I don't know for sure if I'm right on that. But so you get your picks, bro, and then they get a second score. It's like they struggle when Cade is not on the floor, bro. Their offense struggles, bro. Like the way it looks and everything. And then I don't
But
know.
who is their other guard that has been hurt?
Oh yeah, he hasn't been looking that good either. You
Jaden
talking
Ivey.
about Jay Ivey? He hasn't been.
Jay,
Yeah, they talking about he might be traded too. Yeah.
because if Jaden Ivey is healthy and old boy from Phoenix, I can't think of his name right now,
Jalen
didn't
Green.
no not the coach.
Monty.
Oh.
Monty Williams.
If
Oh yeah.
Monty Williams didn't because Monty wanted to go against the grain, but because if you let Jaden and Cade figure it out and let them get that chemistry because they've both been hurt. So I think they have less than like 30 games together. That chemistry changes a lot with them. Changes everything that we say that Cade needs. I feel like a healthy Ivory could give him.
I'd rather go with MPJ though.
Yeah,
I think
bro.
that's
Real
perfect,
talk.
honestly.
Yep. Real talk. K-
I've seen him up close and I've been watching him all year, bro. That's a definite number two for
I'm
Cade, bro.
telling you,
And
it
it take
fits.
pressure. It take pressure off him late game, so he got an actual jump shooter, bro.
Yep.
Like he ain't got to do it all the time. Like Levine, I feel like would be more of a detractor from what Cade already got going on, and it would set their team back a little bit defensively and for they like books and everything, bro. So
Because
MP,
the only other person that I would say, and it was a toss up between Levine is DeMar. And
No,
no,
because
that's
hell
nasty,
no,
bro. No, but
no, it's
that doesn't
not.
hell
fit,
no.
bro. The
No,
more,
it's not.
bro,
Because
stop it.
because no, you're looking. See, this is how I know. Again, Hoop. What do I say all the time? N- Play the game, know the
I
game,
know the
Nah,
game, bro.
understand the game, and no,
Stop it,
no,
bro.
because right now, what is the thing that Orlando and Detroit
You
lack?
think that DeMar fits?
shooting,
Hold on. You think DeMar
shooting.
fits better? Shooting, bro. He doesn't fit. Like they don't have a lot of shooters, bro. Outside of Duncan Robinson, bro, they don't have a lot
They
of
don't have
shooters.
none.
They have
I'm
inconsistent
not.
shooters,
No, what? There's a lot of things that we see these young teams struggling with. That if you have that a battle tested vet,
bro. Oh my
there's a
MPJ
god,
been to the front. He got a
bro.
ring,
He
don't
has
he?
the. He's oh my. You think that DeMar DeRozan is a better fit than MPJ on the Detroit Pistons?
no. What I'm saying when it comes, MPJ is still trying to prove that
Yes,
He's
he
not
can
but
trying
be
to.
the
He's
guy.
not trying to prove that, bro. He already has his money and a ring.
Yeah.
He's enjoying the situation that he's in. He said he was gonna kill, bro. He's killing because he can. He's that guy. He's not opposed to being back on a winning
The
situation.
number
He's not
two,
trying to prove anything. He's showing that.
definitely for the number one team in the conference.
Come
That'd be
on,
what matters
bro.
about being number two, bro.
Yes, he's not gonna have a problem with that, bro. He just wants to be in a place that fits, and he would be the bona fide. There's nobody outside of Cade
Second option, bro.
and he would fit perfectly, bro. He would still get his numbers.
On most nights he might get more shots too,
Come
bro. Because
on.
Cade is a willing
Cade is
passer,
a
bro.
willing
It's
passer,
just
bro.
fit,
He's
bro.
shown he'll go 17 points and get 15 assists, nigga. Like, oh my bad, another curse, my bad. But yeah, he'll chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I don't really see the issue with
He's the perfect fit, bro. And then all you have to do is lose probably Tobias and maybe Ivy and some picks. You might not even have to lose
yeah,
Ivy just because they just want 2 firsts for him. The going price.
yeah.
Hey, Hoop, check your messages. This is wild.
I'm telling you, MPJ fits perfect, bro. And you lose, all you gotta do is lose Tobias Harris, bro. Tobias Harris is inconsistent anyway. So it's like, and he fits the timeline better. MPJ just turned 27. You know what I'm saying?
So you would have Cade, Durant, and MPJ for like the next
Yeah,
4 to 5
years,
MPJ
bro.
is 27
Yes,
and also, but his body is 97.
Okay, but you have Tobias.
he's
Tobias,
been healthy
he's
all
better
year,
than
bro.
Tobias, bro. And Tobias be
He's
like,
been healthy all year,
yeah,
fam.
and he fits better than bro. He. It just, I don't know, bro. You're not. It's the risk reward is not that bad. You're just losing Tobias.
Yeah, I don't even.
Naps, you really said DeMar DeRozan?
Like, come on, bro.
Yes,
Like,
bro.
come
Come
on,
on, Nap.
bro.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Come on,
that's
man.
nasty,
That's
Nap.
like,
Hoop,
come
Hoop,
on.
Come on,
Hoop.
bro.
What's crazy is how many times have I said something that has been off the wall and then you're like, fast forwarding.
This ain't one of
That's
them
not
ones.
the.
I'm
It's
trying to tell
not.
you it
So
This
is.
you're
one ain't
telling me
gonna be one of
that
them
fit
ones,
wise,
bro.
that you think that DeMar DeRozan fits better than Michael Porter Jr. on that team? That's all I'm asking
I
you.
understand what you're saying from like an experience standpoint, or like he a closer and everything, but like the fit on the team just is nasty, bro.
Bro, like the
Like
actions. Yeah.
like he might add something at the end of the game, but that's not more valuable than the first 46 minutes, bro. It's gonna look rough.
MPJ's a better defender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
His play style, the plays that they run and stuff, those pin actions and coming off and Cade, bro, he would
thank
eat.
you.
Come on,
Off ball stuff,
man.
like you can't get that with DeMar, bro.
Nope.
You can't.
You can't run the same actions, bro.
He needs the ball, bro, to get him his buckets a lot.
Literally. Michael Porter Jr. can score 30 off of all catch and shoot jump shots, bro.
Yes, bro. Swear to God.
Like that's like, and then with Cade setting him up, hitting him in his pocket,
Come
bro. Come
on,
on,
man.
bro.
This is the
I ain't gonna
same
lie.
person that just tried to convince me that
Convince you what?
Trae Young is a
I'm
winning
glad.
caliber
I'm glad we
player.
said that. Yes, because he is a winning player, bro. Come on now, bro.
Trae is a winning
He
player,
done,
bro. What are you
he
talking
done,
about?
he took
Where?
The team he had around him was not good, bro. It's Atlanta.
Where?
He
bro.
carried them to one time they did make it. What are you talking
What?
about?
He took
One
them to.
time. Look,
They've
where
been in
did
the
he
playoffs like
elevate?
He took them to the playoffs.
they've been in the playoffs
Multiple
a couple years
seasons.
since then.
Yeah,
Luca took
multiple
Dallas
seasons.
to the playoffs.
We're
Oh,
not saying he's not a
I'm not
winning
comparing.
player.
I'm not comparing him to Luca. I'm talking about him making them
Being a
better.
winning player.
Without Trey, bro, they don't even sniff the playoffs. What are you
Without
talking about?
Without Luca, Dallas doesn't sniff the playoffs.
Why are
We're
we
I can
not
say
comparing?
the
comparing
Hold
him
on.
to
same
Why are we
thing.
comparing
Luca.
him to Luca right now? I'm not
Not
even talking
comparing
about.
him
You
to
said is
Luca.
Trey a winning player? Let's talk about
He
Trey's
is
a
Trey.
winning
not.
player.
Yes, he is, bro. He
Yes, he
contributes to
is.
winning.
Yes,
Just
he
because
is.
he didn't win anything doesn't mean he doesn't contribute to winning, bro.
He
He
has
added value to
not.
that. If you take Trey off of that team, bro, they were lottery every year.
Hold on, watch this. Who is Trey a winning player to you?
Why you got to bring me into this? You know
He
I
No, no,
add
adds
no, no,
value,
no,
Stand
bro.
no,
on
no,
your own. Stand on your own,
no,
bro.
you
no,
know
no,
I
no,
You
no,
just
no.
keep
I know.
talking
I'm
hoop. Come on, man.
no because
you
I'm going
know
around. I'm going
Donnie
around the.
Donnie heard Donnie's heard how I feel about Trey. They know how I feel, but we've had this
Nah, nah,
conversation.
nah, nah. You always want to hold feet to the fire, Fred.
Listen,
Now,
what do you want me to say? That like, bro, I'm not a
in your
part of their
opinion,
argument, but
is Trey a winning player?
they're
And
talking
this is
to
going around.
they're talking to you though. Why my opinion doesn't
Trey is
matter.
not a winning player, and
That's your opinion, brother.
It's
They want
okay.
to know why you feel that way, not me.
the track record shows it.
How? He been
You got to
How?
explain that. That's what they want to
Go
know.
ahead,
He been
You want everything. Who is the one player he's going to get compared to for the rest of his career?
bro. I don't need a
Luca.
compare. Okay, you keep trying to give me comparisons. Stand there and
No, no,
tell
no.
me
You
I
compared
don't need a
you
comparison, bro.
compared his situation.
No, I compare.
You started by
No,
comparing
that's
his.
not even how I started. No,
Yeah,
bro,
he
you're not gonna
started,
do
bro.
that.
Talking about
You asked me is Trey a winning
playoffs.
player? I talking about Trey. I don't need to compare him to nobody.
No, when we
I need you to be
brought up
direct without
why
having to
Trey
compare.
got traded, he is not. when you what do
You
you think
stuttering
front
and shit?
off?
Come on, bro.
Nigga, I got a speech impediment. I
my fault, my
always
fault, my fault.
stutter.
My fault, cuz. My fault.
Hey, he's real about it though.
Hey,
I've been
I'm
crying.
crying. My fault. My fault. I
Go
ain't know that.
ahead,
I ain't know
Doc.
that though. I ain't know that. I ain't know you had a speech impediment. I ain't know that. I ain't...
So
I'm glad you said that, bro. I've been thinking, bro, being drunk this whole time.
Nah, bro. Hey, that's why I be crying because he'll have no problem telling you. I have a piece of
Oh, I mean that was solid. I ain't even gonna lie.
Go ahead,
so
Nat.
when what do you think front office and execs do? They're comparing it. Hey, where does this player fall? That's why he got the LaMelo ball.
No, he's not.
Compare they don't play a. I'm not saying that they cannot play basketball. They don't add to.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, but he's
They
been
don't.
proving that he has though. Like that's what I'm saying. He's already.
They don't.
Cannot take a team to the conference finals with that limited of talent and not be a winning player,
Thank
bro. I'm
you,
sorry.
That's not true.
Who's done it?
Allen Iverson did it.
No,
boy. So he's an elite company, huh? Then, huh? If you saying Allen Iverson name,
Allen
huh?
did. Allen did it. We watched Kobe do it, and when he was out here getting clotheslined by Rajah
wait,
So
Bell.
I have a question though. So is making the if making so is making the playoffs not contributing to winning? Is that not winning?
I'm just trying to understand.
So is him not
Honestly,
is
winning
him carrying his
everything
team as the
does not
guy?
make the playoffs.
Is making the playoffs multiple seasons not contributing to winning? Like he was the
No,
only guy.
so
Trae Young has never played with another All Star. You know that
No,
Trae Young has never played
never,
with another All Star. Never.
why?
never.
Because
Why?
Atlanta is a terrible run organization, bro.
No, no,
They're
no, no,
terrible.
no. You realize
Nobody
the
wants to go to
worst death.
ATL.
You realize the two worst places in the NBA that nobody wanted to go to was Cleveland and Milwaukee, and
They had the
no,
assets to get them moves
They
done,
have
though.
so who's there?
no,
Ant-Man.
no, no,
So
no.
hold
They
on.
really
Cleveland and Milwaukee. When has Cleveland ever got anybody besides when LeBron went there?
They had to
they
trade for Donovan
Come
Mitchell, and
on,
they had the
bro. Come
assets
they
to
on,
get
trade
him
bro.
no.
back. Who's
Watch this. Watch this. But when Donovan got to Cleveland, what did they start doing? They've shown progression. They
have they
didn't.
signed that's been of anything of relevance, bro? Who? Who's came
Who's
there?
came there? What stars came with Donovan over there?
They
Um,
traded for Jared Allen too. So
they traded for
again,
Jared Allen, but
thank you.
but
Nobody saw
here's the
that
thing:
till Cleveland.
didn't they get Lonzo to solidify that?
Oh my
What's
Yes.
Lonzo
God.
doing right now?
You
Lonzo
talk
on the
about
Pistons' worst
Lonzo.
offensive team in
Nobody,
the
You were
league.
sitting on Trey's value and you talking about Lonzo Ball?
nobody,
Come on.
nobody want. Here's the thing:
I said
in
stars.
Cleveland had what did Cleveland
We
had?
went from
Cleveland had
talking
a
about
guard
all-star
situation.
talent
They had Darius
Lonzo
Garland
Ball,
and a couple of other players.
We're,
a player
Now
they
watch this.
drafted, a player
No,
they
they
no, no.
drafted.
drafted them
Again, watch
players,
this.
bro.
So they were in a situation where they didn't need for anything. Do you know the crazy part about this? Trey has been up in free agency for multiple years. He was
No.
linked to
What?
yeah, Trey was
Huh?
linked
They
at
signed
one
Trey,
point.
bro. What are you talking about? They gave Trey.
Trey was linked to be traded to LA at one point.
And then they
And
kept him.
They
and
kept
then
him though,
they
yeah.
kept him. But every time free agency came up, why is it that no one wants to play with Trey?
Bro,
There's a
Why?
you're getting
reason
all
for
you're
Could it be
that.
all
they
over the
don't
place
want to
what you're
play for the
talking about. You're
Hawks?
getting all over the place
No,
right
I'm
now,
not.
bro.
I've been
You're jumping around
consistent.
different parts, bro. We was talking.
You cannot find anybody who
Bro,
wants
the
to
the
play with
start the
Trey.
start of this combo you asked is Trey a winning player, bro, and I
And
said
he's not
okay, so
a,
Yes,
let's
he
a
let's
is.
focus
winning
back on
player.
that. If make so does making the playoffs have no value? He's never had another All Star, bro. He's carried
Yeah,
mediocre rosters to playoff runs, bro. And he
yeah.
like his numbers are good.
He
He averages 28
He's
and
won
9 in the
playoff games
playoffs,
too,
bro.
bro. It
He's
ain't like
he
he
doesn't.
go in
It's
there and
not
get
like
28
swept.
and 9 and regressed. He made
No,
one
regressed
one
how
Eastern Conference
he's
final
been in the,
and
but
then
I'm saying his
regressed.
team has not been good, bro. So
yeah, he ain't regressed at
what I'm
all,
It
bro.
asking
ain't
you,
He
classic
didn't
hoop
make his
narrative.
team better.
Classic
what
hoop
I'm
narrative,
asking
boy. That
you,
guy Nap in here talking
How
crazy.
the
bro,
how
talking
the how
insane,
in the
bro,
Blizzy
talking insane,
Blizzy
bro.
is Trey Young a
My
winning
name
player?
Bennett and I ain't in it,
No,
brother.
no, no, no. Not everybody
Bro,
want
no,
now.
hold on, but I asked you a question. You still haven't answered it.
All I
No,
No, no,
said
no,
is,
he's
no.
boy,
not a
that
Before you
boy
winning
even
Nap
answer
player.
talking
Blizzy,
crazy, boy. They done crunk
hold on,
Nap
yeah,
up.
Blizzy, let me
No,
talk to
no,
him.
no, no,
Before
no,
you even
no.
ask Blizzy anything, answer the question.
I'm not
I've
answering
answered
no
No,
this.
listen,
questions
hold on,
right
You
now. I'm
focus
gonna
can
let
on me.
y'all
never
fan that
find
out.
Focus on me
anybody
real
who
quick.
wants to play.
let's answer this question. You keep not answering. I've asked it 3 times
I've
now.
answered.
Hold on,
I've
no, 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 no,
answered
no,
it.
no. You didn't.
You
Hold on. You don't
don't
even know
want
what
to
I'm asking.
accept
You
the
don't even know what I'm
answer.
about to ask you. I asked you this and you haven't answered yet. I said,
I've
hold on,
answered
hold
it.
on. No, you didn't. Hold on. I said, does carrying your team as the only guy on the team matter anymore? Because he's been to the playoffs 3 times. 3 or 4 times, and he no other all stars, no nothing. So is that not winning? Getting to the playoffs doesn't count as winning game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like does that not count for anything? Is he not the reason why his team? That's what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking you.
And I've said no. You regressed.
So
Are
how
we?
did he?
Are we
How did he
slow?
regress?
What's
You
the
set the
reason?
expectation of go.
And then he
You
went
went to the
back to the
Eastern.
playoffs
Hold on, you
multiple
asked the
years after that.
question. Honcho, you asked the
Okay, go ahead, go
question.
ahead, go ahead,
So now receive the
go ahead,
answer.
go ahead.
You set an expectation by going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and since going to the Eastern Conference Finals, you have regressed. Your individual numbers went up. The reason why he didn't have another All-Star was because of his selfish play.
That's not
You
true.
had
That's not true.
That's not
you
You
true.
had a
sure it wasn't
potential
Atlanta's
because
play
he
guy.
is not
played
good.
in
Nobody
Atlanta,
ever wants to go to
a
Atlanta.
franchise who's
Nobody has
known
ever
for
signed.
never taking winning
Come on, bro.
series?
Facts. That got
Nobody's
more to
ever
do with
Is
signed in
him taking
Atlanta.
that
Nobody's been
time.
like, oh
is
yeah.
that
Blizzy,
not
you
the
said you wasn't
reason?
in it, so sit your ass on the sideline, shut up and watch it.
Dude,
Oh
funny
wow.
as hell. I don't know.
No, because when I asked you to
I
join
heard
this
I wouldn't let
conversation,
that man
nah,
talk
when
cause
to
I
you like
asked you
that,
to
you
join the conversation, you was over there tiptoeing, hoeing, and humming. Now sit
Busy.
there,
I
eat
wouldn't
these
let that man talk to
policies,
me like that.
and stay out of the
man,
conversation.
listen, Jay,
Jay,
I
Because
chill
at
am
out.
the end
I'm
of the,
Please
like
stop,
two
Jay.
woods in. I ain't even got it in me today.
so Jay, is Trae Young a winning
No, no,
player to
I'm
you?
no, no, no.
No,
I'm not in
that's
this
not what I'm
combo. I came
asking. I'm
late.
saying,
I came to class
No,
late.
no. It's a simple
I
yes
came
or
to
no.
class
And
late.
you like direct answers. Is Trae Young a winning player
but you
to
still
you?
haven't answered mine directly. I asked
I
you. All I'm
said
asking you is
no.
that so it doesn't matter.
I said no
Okay, so
because
okay.
you either meet you asked the question
I know I
and
did.
I'm
I
giving
know.
you the answer for the
No, no, no,
13th
no.
time. If
This the next
you
part of it. Okay.
if you you set the bar by
Oh,
going to the Eastern Conference Finals and ever since then
And I
have you
okay.
met that bar again?
Okay. No,
No,
no, no,
you
no,
have
no. You're good. No, that's
regressed.
perfect. That's perfect. I'm glad you said that. So that means that okay, so if a player makes the Eastern Conference Finals, once he's supposed to make it every year after that in his career. So it's because he set the bar. You know this is the NBA, right? You know that no team just makes it every single year. We haven't had a back-to-back champion in year. You know you can't just make it every year, right?
everybody's a
You know you
pro.
can't win every year, right? You know you just can't. He's been back to the playoffs though. He's been back to playoffs multiple times since that run. He's been back to playoffs. The teams. He is one person. This is a team sport.
He is a
This is a
drive. The
team.
nigga went through the
Hold on.
drive-through.
This is a
The
team.
nigga went through the drive-through.
This is a team
Okay,
sport, bro.
thank
Atlanta
you.
is
Come
not a good
again.
team.
This ain't the quickie
Atlanta
mart.
is not a good team, bro. You cannot win every
Luke
year,
ain't been
bro.
back to the
You cannot
finals.
win every year.
Hold on, but what has Luca done?
Luca
Luca
went to the
got to the.
championship one time and he
Hold
lost.
on, no.
They both don't got no
No. So
championships.
watch this.
Why are you bringing up Luca?
So
Why
first
are
you
you
didn't
bringing
want
up
to
Luca?
compare him to Luca.
Why are you bringing up Luca?
First off,
They missed the
I didn't bring
playoffs
up Luca.
after
Someone
they
else
went to the
did.
Western Conference.
So after look, Luca was getting to the second round. He at least got to where he was getting to the second round. Then what happened? Oh, he got to the Western Conference Finals.
They
Oh,
missed the
then he
playoffs the
got to
next
the
They
year.
missed the
finals.
They
playoffs,
missed
bro.
no.
They missed
Don't
the
speak
playoffs
for
a year
him.
He
too.
He missed the
You can't
playoffs.
just
he
They
missed the
missed the
play.
you
playoffs.
He
can't
missed
just
the
bro. It's the
playoffs due to
NBA, bro. Every season
everybody
is
being
different.
hurt.
Every season is different, bro.
Oh,
What
so
I'm
now your
saying is,
teammates matter? They
bro.
didn't matter in Atlanta.
Come on, bro.
Luca made his team
He had
better.
better teammates too, though. Come on,
How they
bro.
missed the
It's easy,
playoffs
Name
now?
name
How
bro.
they
name a
missed the
nigga that
playoffs?
Trey ever made better.
How they missed the
Ever.
playoffs?
Clint
John Collins.
Capella, John Collins. Who else? Bogey. Um,
Clint Capella had his best seasons in Houston.
In
Just saying.
I
Houston,
know, but hold on,
That's
Trey
but he's
fact.
still,
Young.
but hold on,
That's
he's
fact.
still, I'm not saying
No.
his
Hold
best
on to
season.
what?
I'm not saying his best, but he was still eating with
You
Trae Young.
grasping for
He was still
air.
eating with Trae Young. He was still eating with Trae Young. I didn't say,
Oh, that's
I didn't say his best
Uh,
seasons. I
how
didn't
you
say
make
his
the
best
what is
team
seasons.
this
better if they missed
convo
the
Yeah, he
about?
was
playoffs?
eating Chick.
I didn't
Oh
say
He
nothing
was
yeah.
about
eating
his
Chick
best
Fil A
seasons,
off
bro. I
Can
didn't
Saturday
say
somebody
that.
night. That's what
enlighten
he
me
was
on
doing.
this? Like, give me like
The
Yeah, I
conversation.
walk straight
Look, I'm
into
gonna
a
get
fight.
quick. Jay, it's gonna be quick and
so you
fast
were late for
because
class
I
too?
asked you what it was. Is Trey
Yeah,
Young a
man.
winning player?
He's
Yes or
sitting on
no?
Trae Young, bro.
Teacher didn't chew you out or nothing like that, Blizzy, right?
I don't know what I just walked into.
What happened was,
No.
all we said is,
Nah, either you say I'm not in it, then you want to go, then you want to be on the other side of the argument. So
I
either
mean,
is it
I'm not
Uchawali
on
or is it
You
one
no,
stay
mic?
focused
I'm
on the
not on
Either
no
NBA.
either you
side of
gonna
the
be in the
argument.
conversation and answer the questions,
But
or you
right,
gonna stay out of it
I'm
like you
not.
you
said.
I'm
stay
not on no
focused on the
side of the
people that you need to be
conversation.
speaking to. You get distracted way too often when you're making your points.
man.
Stay
I made
focused, my
my
boy.
point. Jay, is Trey Young a
Um,
winning player? That's what the argument was. was.
That was
Interesting.
not just the argument though. I asked you a question regarding that, and then you said,
No, he
hold on.
said what
Then
started.
you said he
This,
regressed.
this is how I
Wait,
know
hold on, Jay.
comprehension is
Let me
not
ask.
key.
Then he said that. Then he said, okay. I asked, does carrying your team to multiple playoffs experience, regard like as being the only guy he has no other All Stars, is that
Right.
not contributing to winning? Like he tried to say that he's like a LaMelo. He's like LaMelo, and I said no, that's not fair to put Trae in that same center, bro. He's literally gone to the playoffs multiple times, being the only guy
Right.
on his
Right.
team.
Hold on. To meet in the middle, Nap, is that what you're implying? That as far as they're on a similar track where Trey, does do like statistically well, but even though he makes more playoffs than somebody like LaMelo, do you see those two players in the same vein?
That's exactly what I
That's what
said.
he said. Yeah,
Oh,
he did,
well,
and I don't.
well, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
bro.
that's wow.
Oh,
That's
my
that's
goodness.
interesting.
I just don't agree
That's
with you. That's all.
interesting.
I just don't agree with
That
you, bro.
is, that's definitely interesting.
The cat
Uh,
even
let me
believe
let
it,
me
but
I respect
can I
it.
answer.
I respect everybody's opinion, but shit. Whew.
I mean, I'll
that's
say this. I think if
It's
you,
very,
that's
I think
that's
interesting
an
to view
interesting
both of them on
opinion.
the same
hold
vein,
up.
though.
Yeah,
If you,
that's
I think if
That
you
is
interesting to
put
say the
both of
interesting.
Go
them,
ahead,
least.
Mavs. Let me hear you, Mavs.
I think. No, I was saying if you put both of them in the ideal situation, right? I think Lamelo, right? I would just bet on him more for one simple reason. He's 6'7", Trey's 5'11",
Yeah, I
right?
don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
I
finish.
don't
Let me
know.
finish. There's more.
Yeah,
There's
no.
more.
I
Hold
I
on.
don't think
Hold on.
I'm not gonna agree with
Hold
you because
on.
he's
let
smaller.
him
Hold
go.
on.
Because
Let
he's
him
six
go.
seven.
Hold
Let
I
him
on.
don't.
go.
Hold
Let him
All
on,
finish,
right.
fellas. Let him
Yeah.
finish.
guys.
Let him finish. Let
Patience.
him finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let him
Right?
finish.
Let me finish. The reason I say that is because the furthest that Trae Young can take a team, at least with the capacity of teammates that he's been given so far, which even though they are better than LaMelo's, it's not really by much. Can we all agree on that? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. It ain't
Okay.
close.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
ain't
Right. The
close.
furthest
Yeah,
Trae
it
Young
ain't
can take
close.
a team is the play-in. Right.
He
If you
got to
were
the
to
conference
right,
Wait.
No,
if
finals.
you
he
were
went
to
to
give
Lamelo.
LaMelo more,
Ever?
Eastern Conference Finals.
But the East Conference Finals. What are
Yeah.
you
Because to
talking about?
be fair, LaMelo ain't played playoff
Lamelo ain't
basketball
even been. I
yet.
don't even know if Lamelo
LaMelo
played the
hasn't played
play-in
playoff
yet.
Yeah,
basketball. Right.
yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
theoretical what Melo can do.
I'm saying the thing
And
with
this is year
LaMelo too.
5.
He could possibly be
Forget
playing in
mid
next year
tier.
though, if you know.
This is year
Forget
5
mid
for
tier.
him, bro. Like,
Right?
Yeah, it'll
Forget
probably
mid
be
tier.
year
LaMelo's
6 or
been on
7 when he play
garbage
playoff
teams.
basketball, maybe.
Right? LaMelo's been on garbage teams his whole career. Forget mid. They're not just mid. They're terrible. Right?
I mean, it's
Like
the
I think
Charlotte
if LaMelo
Hornets.
gets a winning team, we might have a shot. We just don't know because we've never seen it.
Man, it's the
Right?
Hornets.
He been hurt too a little bit.
Nothing that
He's
got
been hurt too.
nothing that
That's the
got
main
nothing to do
problem
with
with the thing with
Charlotte has a
LaMelo.
shot.
It's just the Hornets are no. The Hornets are a poverty organization. Right? That's the
Absolutely
problem.
True,
trash.
but
Like
again, I think
we've
we've
been
already
shitting on the
seen.
Hawks for a while. It's not like the Hornets.
No,
The
the
Hornets
Hawks
are the
are
one reason the
mid.
Hawks
The
have been
Hawks are
good.
a mid
but the Hawks
franchise.
are also, you know what I'm
Right, right,
saying? It's not
right.
like they're the greatest franchise either, you
No,
know?
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the
Yeah.
Hornets are
But
so bad,
it
they
definitely
make the
can get
Hawks look
worse.
like the San Antonio Spurs. Right? I'm saying the Hornets are so ass that they make the Hawks look like the San Antonio Spurs.
I ain't gonna say all that.
I won't say that.
I
I
ain't
won't
gonna
say
say
that.
That's
that,
going a
but they
little too
Oh,
trash.
far,
whoa,
my
whoa,
boy.
whoa. Oh,
They is
That's a
what?
Duke.
little
One
too far.
one
Nah,
win
because it
season
actually
in
can get
15
worse than the
years? Yeah.
Hornets. You can be the Kings.
Because the talent, at
Who?
least right now, they got
What?
talent in over
In
there in the
Charlotte,
Well, in
Yeah,
Hornets.
they've had
Charlotte, it
talent
finally
before.
look like they finally have a direction for the first time in like
Right,
yeah,
15
exactly.
years.
right.
They haven't had no direction since shit. They was the Bobcats, and I don't even know they had
And
a direction in.
Yeah, that
they
one
still
year
got a
where they made the
chance this
playoffs and
year
lost to the
Yeah, that
Heat.
shit didn't
That's the
count.
year.
That the purple shirt dude did that to them, you know. But even then, they didn't have no direction.
That's
Even then, they didn't have
no,
no
that's
direction. Remember when Nicholas Batum was
right.
on that $88 million
Yeah, Nick
contract?
Batum. You
Yeah,
guys
they
remember
didn't even
Al
know what they was
Jefferson?
doing
Hey,
then.
shout out
You
Big
guys
Al,
remember
bro.
when
That
Al
was a looper,
Jefferson was
bro.
putting
Shout
up
out Big
numbers in
Al and
Charlotte?
Marvin Williams, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember Big Al over there.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was
I
still
remember. No,
just
But
I
even
remember
then,
Big
they
Al
didn't
because he
have no
was
direction. When Marvin Williams was
yeah, that
right.
was
having
just
them
a
random
mediocre team.
25-point
Yeah,
games, like they
yeah.
have never
Yeah,
had
Like
direction. So they finally have
no,
direction for the first time, and they don't even start what they
right.
league
So like,
do.
let's see.
It's
So the
Con
thing with
Canupa that
Charlotte, I
gave them
think
direction.
right. And
facts.
even with and even with Charlotte too. The only reason I remember that is because Al Jefferson was giving Hassan Whiteside the work every night.
Uh huh.
Like
Shout out
he was
Big Al,
killing
boy.
that
That
dude.
boy has
Hey
smooth.
I
man,
mean,
shout out
I
Al
would hope
Jefferson,
so,
man.
because Al is just immensely way more skilled than Whiteside.
Hey, by the
I
way,
mean, it's
bro,
not.
I finally found the player comp, bro. It might not be the perfect one, but hey, Derek Queen got that Big Al. He got some Big Al in him.
I see it.
He got some Big
Oh,
Al in him, boy.
I have another.
Bro, I rock with Derek Queen so tough that even though Cooper Flag, my
No,
guy,
no,
Derek
he can
Queen is
play.
one of my
He can
favorite
play.
rookies.
He can play.
Jay and Blizzy. Y'all missed
Yo,
another nap take. I forgot.
Uh-oh.
He also. I want to
Oh,
know how
so
y'all
just
feel
me and
about
Jay
this.
came at the same time.
Oh yeah, I said that MPJ Trae would be a great fit in Detroit, right? He said he
Hey,
proceeded to
man.
say he said that he proceeded to
Um,
say that DeMar DeRozan would be better,
mm-mm,
a better fit over there.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Better at
Wait,
what?
wait,
Missing
wait,
the
wait, wait,
playoffs?
Like
wait.
DeMar
what
DeRozan has
Wait,
been
exactly?
a
What
great
role?
fit.
Because
Honcho,
what
Honcho,
role are they filling? I
Honcho.
don't
Can
think
you
now one
repeat?
of
Hold on,
them
hold on, hold on.
fits
I
in
got you. No,
Detroit.
I got you. No, I
Y'all
got
were
you.
talking.
Hold on.
I
Let me explain. Hold
cannot
on. Let me
hear
explain further.
him.
Hold on. Let me explain further for you. I
No,
said
I
so.
need to know what I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said so. I said that. Okay, I said that Detroit. I seen that. There's rumors. Detroit is trying to trade for MPJ. And I was saying I think it's a good trade because they were trying to get Tobias Harris and then give him some picks. And then I said it's a good trade because they don't have a bona fide number two scorer in Detroit. And so what happened? Sometimes they lose games that they're not supposed to, and they don't really have a real second option
Right.
as far as
Right.
like a go to.
K
And I
having
was like
45 and
MPJ.
nobody else doing nothing.
MPJ kind of fits perfectly in as far as like in the actions they run. Cage is a willing passer. He's a great, he can give you 30 points with all jumpers off of coming off the screens. He don't got to have the ball in his hands at all times. You know what I'm saying? He fits perfectly
Man,
aside Cade
even
as that
then,
number two.
being like, I think he would love being the
Okay.
second option.
And where's
What?
the other part of this take?
And
I'm
then Nap was
confused.
like, "Oh, I think DeMar DeRozan would be a better fit over there
Uh,
Better fit where?
and
In Detroit.
Detroit?
in Detroit, yeah,
That's what
um,
instead
I'm
of
saying.
I don't know
MPJ."
about
Wait,
better.
wait, 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 wait. So if I'm hearing you
I don't know
correctly,
about better
Yes,
fit.
you
sir.
you you stating could be because I didn't see any reports of Detroit, so put me
Hold
Yeah,
on,
on.
I
I ain't
got you.
seen
Yeah, hold
none
on,
of
I
that.
see. Hold
Yeah,
on, let me.
I didn't see anything. Not calling you a liar, brother.
No, no,
I'm just saying
I see it
I
on
didn't
here.
see it. Yeah,
Yeah, hold on.
yeah,
Yeah, but I
appreciate
ain't
it.
Let me.
never,
So
It
I ain't
was a
never
couple days
seen
ago.
that.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I'll
so if I'm
find it.
understanding you correctly, there are reports that made, at least light smoke
That they're
somewhere.
interested in MPJ. Yes.
They're
Hmm.
interested in PBJ. And then Knapp stated that DeMar DeRozan would be a better fit than MPJ.
Yes.
Absolutely correct.
Yes.
Have we
Yeah, he was
seen
here. He was
Mr.
here.
DeRozan? Have we seen Mr. DeRozan play recently?
I have.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
I
Has
think
he though?
I don't know. I don't know.
Have we
I would hope
asked
uh,
him?
so. I would hope so. If that's what he's saying.
No, 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 no. Did you ask him? That was my question.
Yeah, ask him no. I did not.
Okay, okay. We all right, brother. We need to start inquiring on whether or not these brothers have actually watched them before we go with the take. That's
I
my
assume if you
advice.
in this chat you watch basketball. So
I watched
I just
I,
leave it
I,
at
my
that.
I, all right, brother,
But
brother,
one thing
brother.
you will
It's
learn
law.
in life is
I
never
will
assume nothing.
never
but
assume.
Don't
but
assume
my granddaddy got a great
nothing.
quote about
You
assuming.
will be
I,
He
you.
got a great quote.
Some of the
I
shit that have been
literally
said in
had a
these
young man
spaces
tell
will bewilder you.
Donnie, Donnie.
Yes,
I
sir.
literally had a young man tell me to my ears
Mhm.
that he did not, I repeat, he did
Mhm.
not care about chemistry for his team.
Oh my
That he wants
god,
to win,
I
mind you.
remember that
Oh, I
shit.
know who that guy
So,
is.
Yo, oh
so,
my
so
goodness.
after hearing something like that, Mr.
Hell no, it's
Cash,
better than
I
watch.
think it's pretty safe to assume we can't just assume
You're right.
You
everybody
can't
You're
assume
right.
watches.
nothing in life.
You're
You
right.
feel? Not
You're
saying
right. You
you're
can't.
wrong or I'm right. It's
No,
just
you're
the
absolutely right.
assumption aspect. I think we need to kind of tear
Yeah,
that
that
back a
shit
little bit.
goes out the
That's all.
You're
window.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
That's all I'm
That
saying.
shit goes
That's
out the
all I'm saying.
window.
Now to the MPJ and DeMar DeRozan, bro. Okay, listen.
Like, what role are
DeMar,
they? Well, I mean, I guess you kind of told me the role MPJ would fill.
Listen. DeMar at this point, man, I think
It's
he's
over.
just
It's over.
fam. It's been over for a couple of years. If we're being nice, right? If we gonna keep it a
God
buck,
damn.
bro.
Hey, appreciate
But
the game
but
winners
but
though.
but my thing is that he carved out a niche for what we know he can do because he could really score when he was going, right? He could do that. He just can't really do anything else at a similar level to me in my eyes that I've
Right,
watched
right.
or whatnot. Now, Mr. MPJ, he obviously have had some health challenges, obviously going back to high school. And with me and other people, we've talked about that ad nauseum, so I won't bore you, as far as that. But he at least, number one, is younger. Number two, way more athletic, way more productive. It ain't even close to production between the two right now.
For sure.
It ain't close. And then at least MPJ can at least give you something as far as another partly skill, and that's rebounding, which gives you more offensive possessions.
Hmm.
And now granted, putting him with Detroit, that is an interesting
I don't
fit
know
to
how that
me.
will look. I can't say it's bad, but can't
I,
say it's good either. I don't
I'm,
know.
I'm, I'm kind of rolling with Blizz there because I don't know if I like that for Cade and
But I
them,
don't know if
or
I
I'm like,
dislike it
I don't
either.
know.
What's
You
your
know,
detractors from it?
yeah, to be real with you, brothers, to be real with you, I would like you to direct your attention to the top left hand corner of this good brother, Mr. Hoop Narrative. Say wave, wave, wave. Hello, fellas, wave. You know,
Uh huh.
he had a great phrase about a certain type of basketball that is played,
Oh shit.
and a certain young gentleman may or may not
Black coach.
be the starting small forward on this lineup.
Black
I
coach
believe
basketball.
and
Oh, okay.
if Mr. Narrative, if I am quoting you incorrectly, sir, please inform
Oh
me
yeah,
of that.
he
I
part of the
believe he
movement.
calls it to be LA
He
Fitness
LA
basketball.
Fitness hoops.
got you.
Now fellas, on a journey, right, of making sure that I go into my 40s in some good shape, right? So every
Mhm.
now and then I'll peep into a LA Fitness. So when you
Mhm.
see the gentleman out there that may be working out by playing basketball, I would like to think that's not how I want a professional athlete to play. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? I very could be
All
wrong about
shots, no
this.
passes,
Hey man.
no
So,
defense.
hold on. If y'all ain't never seen how this boy play, I want to
Yes,
see
you
how
have.
fast his feet be moving when he gets
Man,
in that pocket. Never
man.
seen a boy feet move so happy he about to get that
Nah,
basketball, man.
Jay, the perfect one where that bucket against Denver when he went straight up, he didn't even swing his
Mhm.
head.
No,
He went straight
he
up with
got
that
it.
motherfucker.
He ain't swinging nothing. He ain't
He not swinging
swinging
a rock.
nothing.
He not swinging his head.
That
He
ain't in
not
his
But
vocabulary,
see,
brother.
I ain't
like
gonna
that. The
lie.
Bruh.
possession
I know
ends
I hear
here.
y'all, and I think that's also a thing that would like they don't have like
Look
okay,
where he at though.
Cade is a great bro. Like
Yeah,
Cade,
he is in a dream in
Cade
Brooklyn. He don't care about
Oh,
winning. He
hell
done
yeah,
already
man.
yeah,
won
Nah,
for
yeah.
enough.
sure. But
He
Cade,
don't
Cade is
want
a
enough.
great
He is in a
passer, bro, and
dream.
everything. Like I think
That's the
the
game,
actions
man.
they run, you know what I'm saying, coming off of pins, and you know what I'm saying, like.
That's how you know you happy. You willing to pack your own bags.
I think
That's
he would
wild.
fit perfect though, bro. Like catch and shoot him off of Cade, bro, man. And then when sometimes when you put the ball when Cade is what I'm saying, you can put the ball in his hands more to help too. Take some pressure off of Cade. In the clutch and different times. I just feel like he fits perfect. I don't know. I see it. I don't know, but but I get
Man,
what y'all saying
I
though. I get what
mean,
y'all saying
it's
though.
one of them. It's one of them like
They don't have a number
what
two. They just don't have a
don't
number two.
kill you. What it's one of them. What don't kill you make you stronger. It's basically one of them. Detroit is either gonna thrive off that or they gonna die off that. And
I just I just
when they start running them actions and shit in them playoffs, and MPJ starts seeing some different looks, he
But
let's
but
just
I'm
just
just saying he's
pivot.
already
Let's just pivot.
he's already been on in a situation where he shows he could play winning
Bruh,
basketball.
I don't think MPJ, he done already won his ring, got
You
his
didn't see
money.
what
He
he
don't want
said
to
though.
go
He
nowhere
was up there
else.
talking about the trade rumors and all that, and like what I'm saying, like he already talked about it. He would be open to it.
Nah.
He likes, but he already said it. I need to find the video for you so you see.
Ah,
It was all on Twitter, bro. They asked him a few days after
um,
a game.
who is everybody's most disappointing team so far this season? At this point, right
Uh,
now.
I'm gonna go with the Orlando Magic.
That'll
Hmm.
probably be mine. That'll probably
Yeah,
be mine. Yeah.
yeah, nice one.
Yeah,
So, funnily
now,
enough,
granted, Paolo's starting to, kind of turn them
He's starting
around
to
a
turn
little
that
bit.
corner.
yeah, he
He's
done
starting
had
to
a
turn the
nice little
corner a little
stretch
bit, but if
recently.
you're talking overall for the
I think he
season,
been
it
listening
still
to
was
the
good.
space on the burner account.
Okay, all right. Now, Blizzard.
I'm just saying, him and Hoop
Now,
from the
Blizzard.
same city.
Now, Blizzard. I'm gonna just let you know. I'm not a person of conspiracy theories, right? I don't think Hoop be sending Paolo to spaces every now and then. Don't tell him I said that.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
I
I
think
think we
that
gonna
be happening. I could be wrong.
let's keep your voice down. Don't make sure
I'm,
he don't
I'm,
hear you though.
I'm
Just
just saying. I'm
keep it a
just saying.
secret between us. Just keep it
No,
a secret
no,
between us.
no. Like I'm just saying. Like we rock with Hoop, right? But we don't know who he taking back to Paolo. You feel me? Like yo,
Well,
Paolo, they talking crazy
I
about
hope
you.
he's
So,
I hope he's telling him about
and we know
his
who gonna
coaching
give us some
situation too.
construction. He gonna give us some constructive criticism. And
absolutely.
we
That's why I
he
rock with Hoop.
who
Just
knows the
hey, listen, it don't because a lot of dudes do that.
you on your Bluetooth, ain't you?
I literally just got.
Yeah, you just jumped in your
Hmm.
car and jumped straight on your
Yup,
Bluetooth.
that's what happened.
But
Motherfuckers.
anyway, like I
Somebody
said,
help on.
no, no. We got a little money over here. Don't stop playing with me. But anyway, like I was saying,
That's all right
Hoop.
though.
All right,
Yeah. Don't
talk
do
your
that again.
shit.
Yeah, don't do that again. Don't do that again. But anyway, like I was saying, but yeah, but yeah, like I mean, for the last couple of games, Paulo and them been kind of turning things around,
For
which is a
sure.
good thing.
For sure, for sure.
I think the
Uh,
last 6 games he shooting like 40 something for three,
Let me see. My
41 or something like that.
most disappointing team, obviously, I had high hopes on them, and well, look what just happened. It's Atlanta.
They
With
was
or
another
without
team I was
Trey.
You
high on
you
too.
were you were high on them. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah, I
You were.
was, and they have disappointed me. But the other disappointment is Cleveland. What the hell is going on
Now
in
I
that
ain't gonna
goddamn?
lie.
What?
I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's a disappointment, but I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't see them
Uh-uh,
being this bad.
uh-uh,
I ain't see them being this
brother.
bad. I ain't gonna hold
Nah,
you.
brother.
Oh,
Nah, brother.
What?
Cleveland was the
What you
only
talking
other
about?
team I saw. Cleveland was the only other team I thought, other than OKC, that would have 30 wins by the start of January. I did not see them boys sitting at 21 and 17
Oh
below the play-in
yeah. That's
line.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. I won't
That
argue that.
is
I won't
with
argue
the
that.
same record as the Magic, by the way.
Same core,
I
by the
didn't
With
even
a
way.
see they was below the
with a
playing line.
worse
My fault,
record
brother.
than the Jason Tatum
Okay,
is
right.
Boston
Okay.
and Toronto.
Mind you, I'm not trying to shoot Bill. I'm not. I'm not. I feel like you did the crime, you need to do the time. My thing is that it's in a little leeway because we haven't had Max Strus in the fold much. DeAndre
Max
Hunter's been
Struess?
here.
I
That's a
say
that's
more
a
DeAndre
that's a
Hunter.
that's a difference maker. Both difference
I'm
makers.
asking now. If not, that's cool. I've got no problem with it. It's just,
And
you
another
know,
thing with Cleveland, like I talked about how much I love the Delonzo Ball edition. That shit did not pan out right. I don't know what,
Worst
man,
offensive player in the league right now.
bruh.
Yeah, I thought that in the
It's,
offseason too. I
bruh,
thought in the offseason too.
man, them injuries done really took my boy, bruh.
well,
He
I
is,
He
mean,
been out for 2 years, man.
yeah,
That's why
I
it's
was
man.
about to
I
happening.
say, bro,
know, but god damn.
that's a lot of time to miss as an
Nah,
athlete,
for
bro.
sure though, for surely.
It's
But
a
it's like,
lot of
damn,
time.
He
One
gonna need
year?
this year to at
Well,
least get
one year
one
is
year was a
cool.
long
Is but
time.
two, but
yeah.
two, Lord Jesus,
He gonna need
God
more than
help
just
him.
1 year to even think he gonna be anywhere close to where he was. And he getting in
Who he
that
was
late
at the end of
twenties.
that, when at the end of that Chicago run, that
Yeah,
was
and
like,
he getting that late 20s, early 30s. Like that athleticism starts happening a little bit faster, bro.
for
So
sure. One thing about Zoto, like his game, like athleticism, like he don't thrive on it. He athletic, but
No,
his game don't thrive
no,
on athleticism, which is great.
more skill and IQ and everything. Which is why a
Facts.
lot of people love them coming out of UCLA.
Facts. I don't, I hope he can get a good turnaround within the next 365, cause damn,
it's gonna
that's my
take
guy.
him that much to even get back to like who he think he was. Like I
For
feel like
sure,
he
Yeah,
like,
should have been washed already.
it'll be a
Fuck
minute. It'll be a
Chicago.
minute.
I
I
want him
agree.
Yeah,
to,
I
fuck
agree. It'll
Chicago,
be a minute.
like, even like New Orleans though, like, damn.
yeah. I feel like we a year, maybe two away from getting back there, bro.
So then it goes to the question of like, knowing, like saying what you just said, it kind of like Cleveland should have knew that, right? And it,
Absolutely.
and so
Well,
when they let Ty Jerome, like,
walk out the door. Yeah.
come on now, it kind of begs the
Well,
question, like, damn.
okay. Get in that scenario, I can understand that.
I
But if
think
you're really
Cleveland was
being
looking at
honest,
Lonzo for who he was and not considering what he coming off of.
that's fair. But
I
even when he
was
was
too
playing in
though.
Chicago, even when he came back, like he was pretty solid, bro. It
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
like
solid
Facts.
at little stint
he
in
was terrible.
Chicago,
Is that
and
fair to say?
that's why I thought it was such a good addition. But then it just felt like I don't know if it's a chemistry thing, and it ain't even just Zoe, bro. Like it's Cleveland all together. Like I think I'm starting to kind of get a concrete opinion on Evan Mobley. Um,
Oh yeah, I've always been there. That's me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in that
Great
car
kid,
with you.
great skills, but
What's the jury?
He is what's what?
What's the word on him now?
Excellent defender, versatile as hell, can move his feet, can even anchor a defense, but no, he cannot play the center position for long stretches. And his
I never
offense,
thought that either, but go ahead.
yeah, and his offense, I'm kind of starting to look at him the same way I'm starting to look at Bam after the month Bam done had, where it's a clear ceiling.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a clear ceiling on his offense. Very
So he
skilled,
not
don't
gonna
get
be
me wrong.
Chris Bosh.
Very skilled. No,
I think
Got it.
like
Okay.
okay,
no,
here's the thing that
because
I've
see, here's the
noticed
thing:
with
a lot of people forget about Chris Bosh. Before he even started spacing the flow, he had a
Hmm.
great low post game. Good
Yes,
footwork, could bump
absolutely.
like it will give you a
but
shoulder in
Hmm.
your chest. Good
Yeah.
offensive rebounder. He could move his feet on defense too, though. It's like
Hmm.
Chris Bosh. He had a more
not
fleshed out
wrong,
offensive
but both of
game.
them not wrong, but both of them started like where at least some of us in here may have wanted Evan Mobley to be very two
Yeah.
different type of players. Like for instance, Chris Bosh is used to having the ball in his hands and dribble
Hmm.
drive. That's not
Yeah.
Right.
Evan. And
Right.
Right.
Evan is used to having a table setter. He set the
Right.
meal for him, and
Right.
Evan
Being
just
a
have to
play
do his
finisher.
eat. Yeah. Now,
Uh-huh.
Now Bosh has a little bit of that too, but he definitely
Yeah.
is more of a
But
person
Bosh,
He's
to
you
definitely
can
the
still
one.
you can run an
get the
offense
one
through
going for
Bosh.
myself. Yeah. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
doing that in high school, bro. When he was in
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
school in
Facts.
Texas.
Georgia
Uh-huh.
taking
My
all
thing
that.
is
Yep.
correct. My thing is with Evan Mobley. I look at him similar to a lot of guys that have that moniker that for God knows what reason, and we know why for the most part. NBA draft analysts, they love that 6'10", 6'11", wiry guy
Mm-hmm.
that seem
Yep.
Uh-huh.
like they can do a lot
Yep.
of things, but
Yep.
it's not necessarily effective. My thing is
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
this. If that
That's what
prototype of
happened with your
player,
boy Dang in OKC.
I got you. If that prototype of player would look at a Bam Adebayo, they would be looked at totally differently. Why do I say
Oh,
that?
Mm-hmm.
of course.
I got you, but mainly because Bam can put it on the deck. He can finish like a big. Evan Mobley
Mm-hmm.
does not finish like a big.
Absolutely not.
Nah,
You
you right
feel
on
me?
that one. You right on that one.
He does. Bam does not shy from contact,
Mm-mm.
and of course, let's just add the defensive versatility, where we
Yes.
can switch
Right.
off and do
One through five.
The
Yep.
Hakeem Olajuwon aspect, where I switch off on the guard and I give you 5 seconds to hold him. You
Yep.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We can do that. And then, of course,
Mm-hmm.
you get the consistent production of 18 and 9, 17 and
Mm-hmm.
10 with great
Yep.
defense all of those
Right.
Right.
years. Hence, Bam,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and why you believe in Bam. But
Right.
Evan Mobley
Other than
is
his
not
last
doing
five
that right
game stretch, but yeah.
now, granted, last year he was awesome. He was
Mm-hmm.
awesome. We cannot take you. You don't make up a year like that, and they don't give second teams away, fellas. They just don't.
No.
Facts.
Absolutely
Like
not.
Nah, that's
you
a
got to
fact.
earn that. So
Facts.
we got to
Mm-hmm.
give him that. But compared to that, oh, huge drop off.
Yeah.
Huge. It ain't close.
Yeah. Because I think
Hey,
that's
Donnie
why
Rudy,
people
Cash, you a
Rudy
had.
did
producer too,
that
Brody?
Bam the
Yes,
other night,
sir.
by the way.
Hey man,
You
I
up there,
just started
Alex? What time it
producing,
is,
man.
man?
I gotta get in with you, dog.
Rudy up there
Yep.
did
Tap
it
in with me,
for
bro.
Bam the other night, by the way. Just thought I should, thought I
No.
should, you know.
What was that, good brother?
Say it again.
I said Rudy did put belt to Bam last game. Just thought I should mention
I
that.
don't want to talk
Uh,
about it.
brother,
Damn.
brother,
Just thought I
But
should
nah,
point
to
that
be
out.
fair
that
though,
wasn't
bro,
You
we
probably
necessarily
never
know
that.
what
beat
that's
Minnesota. We never beat Minnesota. That's like one of them scheduled loss teams to us. I don't. It's just like
Now,
Denver.
I'm not
So
gonna lie. This
that's
is interesting. Have
like
y'all
that.
seen this with
It's like
John
that.
Wall?
What?
what?
Bam gonna disrespect
Stay there. Don't move.
like that after the game and say it wasn't nothing Rudy
Wait
did.
about 15 seconds, Bliz.
I thought he was getting his jersey retired. That's the last thing I seen about him.
Who? John Wall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on.
That's interesting.
It should pop up in the jumbotron any second.
That's interesting.
It ain't in mine yet.
That's interesting.
Mm.
How I feel about that? I ain't gonna lie to you.
Him getting his jersey
But
retired.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
like my
I don't
thing
know.
with like
I
just
don't know.
Cleveland. It's everything in Cleveland. The players, it's like the system. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think literally the only bright spot in Cleveland is Donovan Mitchell, and it's like a Lamborghini in the trenches at this point
Yeah.
because everybody
Uh-huh.
around him is just like shit's not
They.
working.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost
I get
starting
what
to
you're
make
saying.
last year look more like a flash in a pan. It's showing us who they really are now. Like I said,
I
every day,
mean,
more and more, I see what Hoop
if
was
we
saying in October.
if we're going off the year before last year, like they were a 4 seed, middle of the pack. This
But
is
even in
before, like I.
this year worse than that. You think they can
Right.
still have some
Exactly.
type of resurgence and at least get top five by the end of the year?
It depends.
Cause I don't
If
know,
y'all
bro.
saying that, if y'all think that Max Strus and Hunters is the difference, I feel like if they healthy, yeah. But if we going off that, then last year with Mobley's taking that step, I feel like people thinking that he's gonna take that next step is why people had the expectation it's gonna be better this year. But clearly he didn't take a step back. They ain't been as healthy. And for whatever reason, like you said, it just seemed like everybody just is off outside of Donovan, bro.
All right,
I don't
some
really understand it.
I don't either, bro. I don't understand it either, bro. Like. But and then it's the funniest shit ever. Like, 'cause I still remember the little back to back we had where we had the Andrew Wiggins lob game winner just for us to turn around and lose to them with no starters. Like,
Yeah.
classic Miami Heat.
Uh-huh.
I like I said, I had high hopes on Cleveland. Like, at the beginning of the year, I was saying they was coming out the East, but
Mm.
now it's like, yeah, like. Cause they just looked so damn good last year, and I thought they was going,
Mm-hmm.
after losing to Indiana and stuff, I thought they was gonna build on that, obviously,
Right.
but I don't know, bro. I was wrong.
I was wrong. That's my big disappointment. And now, like when
Jay,
y'all say Orlando, y'all most disappointing. I think Orlando is on the upward trajectory, and Cleveland is kind of like done
going
flatline.
backwards.
Yeah, they done flatlined.
Okay.
That's why I say
Jay,
Cleveland more disappointing.
Jay, why you interested in John Wall getting his jersey retired?
I mean, oh shit. Okay, John Wall will, not may, will get his jersey retired.
He not worthy.
I mean, when you play for Washington, the bar is low. I'm not gonna say he not worthy.
All right, that's
He
why I'm
gave
making.
Washington probably their most successful stretch in a very long time. So I mean, I mean, as far as you play for
Just
Washington,
got
hell
switched
yeah,
on the Wi-Fi, Donnie. My apologies. What did you
yeah,
answer?
he played for
I was asking
Washington.
why you was interested in that. Why you feel like that's interesting?
No, no. I mean, hey, listen, listen, brother. I just thought like, oh, John Wall, number retired. Oh, all right. You should be memorized. All right, all right,
For
cool
that
beans.
franchise, for that,
Hey, hey,
if we judging
hey.
about Washington, not judging about any other
I'm just,
franchise, but just about
I'm
them,
just, I'm just saying. When
he
I,
would be they what, second or third best player all time?
well,
Something
let's go
like
through
that.
it. It's what Wes Unseld.
West
That's probably the best. Yeah,
Unseld,
that's probably the best, and I don't think it's
uh,
close.
for
Yeah,
sure.
no.
Uh,
He might be
stay there.
two or three, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, he
Elvin
might.
Hayes.
Elvin
Oh,
Hayes, yeah, I would say he
Elvin
I
Elvin
forgot
Hayes.
about it.
Hayes,
Damn, my boy Elvin Hayes. Yeah.
his jersey
Yeah.
retired too.
And top five territory, you know. Yeah, like I said,
I ain't gonna lie.
when you play in Washington and they done had all these bad stretches, the bar is low. So it's
That's what I'm
like
You know
I
saying.
don't.
what? You know what? I'm not mad at it now.
Ain't
Yeah,
he
Now
better
that
than
I
you
Gill?
don't.
say it.
Yeah, he played for
You know what?
Washington. I don't see it.
But, hey,
It ain't like he
you
did
know
what
what?
he did and he played for Boston. And then Boston is
Right,
like
Hey,
you ain't
hey,
did
hey,
enough here.
hey, Donnie.
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Donnie. My bad, brother.
No,
My bad.
I was just asking, bro. I
My
just
bad. It's
asked the
just,
question.
no. It's just when you see the words John Wall and jersey retirement, I said,
I
you know,
understand,
Right.
but we
That's
gotta
understood.
like
remember.
Because
I
then
don't
when you
know. You
kind of
feel
look
me? Like,
back,
We have to remember where he
yeah,
played.
yeah. I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
he played it. Yeah, it's
okay,
Washington,
okay.
bro.
That's me.
The
That's
bar
on
Yeah.
so
me. That's
low.
on me. Yeah, that's on me.
The
You think
bar
So,
so.
he a better widget than Gill?
Yes,
nah.
yes.
Boy, shut up,
I said he is
shut
because
up.
he had a longest, more successful stretch. It's literally the longevity behind it. That's it. Gil only had what 3, 4 years.
Gil had three All NBA teams.
Yeah, first teams. Yeah. Well, not first team, but he had 3 All NBAs. Yeah. Was an All Star starter.
Yes, like yes,
So again, like
Well,
Gil was
maybe
better.
am I looking toward? I'm looking like towards
you looking towards
Washington's
I don't
player.
want to change your
success
mind, brother.
Yeah.
If you feel
No,
that
I
way,
get
you
you.
feel
because
that way.
I'm
That's
looking
on
at
you. Yeah.
Washington's success now. Obviously, player for player, hell yeah,
Oh,
Gil Bell.
fam, I'm taking
Yeah,
Gil. Yeah,
Hell
it
absolutely.
ain't
yeah,
even
I'm
close.
taking Gil,
It
but
ain't even
I'm
close. And
just
I
going
love
for
Wall, but no.
I'm going for their Washington
Because
careers. Let's
I'm
see.
that's
Oh
what this
wow.
brings up to me. Why
So
hasn't
John
Gill
Wall only
got
has
his
one All
retired
NBA.
yet?
Okay.
Hmm.
So
I'm
yeah,
just
I'm
wondering why
looking at the
Gill.
whole stretch from 2010 to 20.
Yeah,
Well, let's fuck
18.
2018 and 19
Yeah,
because he was robbing them by the end. But
right.
yeah,
Um,
I just
I'm just wondering why Gill don't have one yet. I think
Okay,
I
now
understand
that
have
why.
Gil
I
you
think
have
I
a
know what?
what?
understand
Oh,
Okay,
a
why.
jersey
yeah, all right,
retirement.
all right.
Yeah,
If you allow me to do some revisionist history, that's probably why I'm thinking the interesting part of that.
The
yeah.
incident.
It's
That's
that,
what I.
like,
I
It's
why?
the
Yeah, like
incident.
why? Yeah, and to be real, Donnie, I
yeah.
don't mind if they don't do it because of that. I don't mind
No,
it.
yeah, and
That don't bother me at all.
that
That
was
don't
my only
bother me at
thinking
all.
about why it hasn't happened. That could be my only reasoning for why it hasn't happened.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then plus
Because,
Gil,
bruh,
then
that
on
right
top of
there,
that, Gil can't
that
seem
literally
to.
messed up his career to me.
But
Yes.
yeah, that not messed up.
That
That
literally
prematurely
did.
ended it. It was over,
Yeah,
buddy.
like
It was over after
that
that.
messed you up, bro.
Then by the
Like,
time he
bro, come
got to
on, bro.
Orlando, we already knew what was up.
Yeah,
But
bro.
then that on top
All
of
that
what he
playing
doing
around and
now,
all that, bro.
cause Jay,
Nah, bro, you can't do that, bro.
don't he got an open case right now with that gambling shit?
Yeah, with the
Not the
federal,
gambling in
but
the league, but the gambling house.
Uh huh.
That
Yep.
don't make, that's not gonna make it no better. So
No.
that's like, even if they was planning on it, that would have pushed it back. So it's like,
All right.
Gil is exactly who he portrays.
Yeah.
He a wild boy.
I got one more
Gil a
question, and
wild boy.
I don't want to get laughed at when I ask it.
Uh oh.
why you laughing now?
Uh oh.
Because I just want to know how people are
Okay,
thinking.
all right,
Does
I
this
got you.
open? Does this open the door for Brad Beal to get his jersey retired?
All right, brother. All right,
Oh
brother.
my
All right,
God.
now. Now, now,
Oh my
now,
God.
now, now, we got Wall to
John
have
Wall
something now.
generous.
Yeah, like we got Wall.
Even though the
That's why
bar
I
in
love Blizzy.
Washington is low as hell, bro,
That's why I
Bradley Beal
love
played
Blizzy
his
It
because
ain't
that is
abs.
hell.
exactly
The
how I
bar's
feel.
not
That is
hell.
a perfect word to say that. Generous.
John Wall was
Because
generous. Bradley,
The
bro.
bar ain't actually in hell, but it's low.
Oh, it's very. It
hell
ain't in
yeah,
hell, but
low
it's
as
on the
hell,
ground.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It's
ain't gonna
not
say
in
it
hell.
ain't in hell, but
It's
it's on the
low.
ceiling of it.
It's
It ain't
low.
the fire ain't touched it yet, but it's on the
Alright.
ceiling.
Alright, I just wanted to know.
Cause
And
Brad, he
that's
played his best, absolute best basketball when Washington was winning like 14 games.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it's like, nah, bro, we don't retire great players who didn't lead us to no type of winning, and we traded
No,
your
you
ass
did.
after that. I was looking at a little thing earlier. They essentially pretty much turned Washington pretty much turned Bradley Beal to a Trae Young when you look at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
From Brad to who was it?
Chris Jordan
CP3
Poole.
to Jordan Poole to McCollum and now to Trae
Uh-huh.
Young. Only Washington. But crazy part with Trae Young, I don't think this is long term. I think they
You
just
don't?
use, I think they're going to use Trae Young and they're going to flip him into something else and send him somewhere because the timeline ain't matching up. Like you got these young players, then you got Trae who's 28. Like he's in his prime. Like don't he want to
Trey just
compete?
turned 27. He's not 28, but
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
yeah.
But don't you want to, you in your prime, don't you want to compete? You ain't competing with that over there. You got to
But
wait
now,
on
but
that
it's
'cause
Today,
it's an opportunity for him
not
to
he
today.
can
like.
unlock them. He can
Yeah, I'm about to
unlock
say
them and
Today.
he could be.
he can essentially like even at a younger, like pretty much like the younger version of Chris Paul being like big brother to
Uh-huh.
that OKC roster.
Yep.
But
But
yeah, he's only
like,
because I mean you got to think about it, he's 27, bro. So he just turned 27 too. So he hit
Mm-hmm.
that prime, bro. He get his
if
max contract and he could go ring chase later. Like he right now he could build
Yeah.
up his own situation
I'm
with the young
I'm
talent around
thinking
him.
he gonna stay there for a little
He
minute,
gonna
in
be there,
my
bro.
opinion.
At least 3-4 years.
it's
Yeah.
crazy, and then
Yeah.
also like I don't know, bro, because it's like it's funny for both parties. Like I guess I understand what Trey just to get out of Atlanta, but it's like it's.
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
Trey
They
I
want
no,
to
don't
no,
do
know,
no.
Talking
this.
bro.
crazy, man.
Unless
They start talking
Washington, but
crazy.
I will say Washington has trade capital unless they plan on packaging some of them young
Nah,
guys and some of them picks for some help, and then
nah, he's gonna
developing the
lead the
rest of the
young
young
guys, bro.
dudes.
They don't need to
Yeah.
force it, bro.
No,
They're
they
gonna get
got
a
it.
top pick this next year,
Yes.
bro.
Uh-huh.
Like
Huh?
they don't need to
Because I
force
was
it,
just talking to my boy earlier, like, what if they mess around, get the number one pick and end up with AJ?
man.
That changes everything. That
It
changes their timeline
literally
significantly.
changes everything,
Mm,
bro. If
okay,
they get a number one pick, it's crazy.
let me
Even if
look
they
at that
get, even if they just
roster.
get top three for real or top
Yeah.
five, like man, this
Let
Right.
me
draft
look
is
at that
deep.
roster. All the guards.
They
I,
got some hoopers
you
over there
got
now.
Nah, they got
Trey.
some talent, man. I like Kyshawn George,
You
man.
got
Yes.
Trey.
Ooh,
You
Nice.
got Trey Johnson. That's an absolute
Uh-huh.
keep.
Yep.
man,
You
bucket.
could put AJ Johnson in some type of package.
Yep.
Maybe
Yeah. You
Bilal.
could,
Yep.
The
That's
one,
what I'm.
hey, the one
That
thing,
see.
the
This
one
is
thing I
what I'm
love about
thinking
Trey Johnson, he got that delusional confidence.
yep,
for
And what they
sure.
Absolutely.
said, in,
He
Yep.
one of them
you know
niggas
what that
that
boy
think he
that
can beat
said,
Steph Curry.
Yep.
yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah. I saw a little interview. They asked this boy. They said, yo, who a better shooter, you or him? And he didn't say his name. I'm like, boy, ain't you gonna speak up?
Man,
He looked at the camera. He was like, I mean, you know that. I'm like, what does he know? What you talking about? What does he know?
man, talking wicked.
I was like, all right, then, young fella, go ahead
Yeah.
I'm
then.
telling you,
And
they got
hey,
some
hey,
talent, man.
No.
They got
But
to,
what
you
I'm
know, they got to
saying,
flip though. They got to flip Middleton. They got to get rid of Middleton.
this is what I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the
Yep.
second part. But this is what I'm
Yep.
saying. Like they got a good mix of young talent, but one of
Yep.
my like things with like young teams with top to bottom young players
Excuse me.
is that you developing one guy that's probably getting in the way of another dude. That's why I say they can package some of them young
Yeah,
dudes and maybe
absolutely.
some picks, and then of course you're gonna throw Chris Middleton in that deal for the
Yep.
money,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get Trey essentially a quote unquote
Yep.
second option.
That's what
And
I'm
then
thinking
him and
he's
that
saying.
second option help build them young guys.
Yep.
That's what I
But
would
that
think.
would
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie that won't happen.
That's the only way,
But
right?
it won't happen until after this next. Like if they get a top pick,
Nah, it's gonna have to be next year
yeah,
for
it's gonna be
sure.
after
Yeah,
that.
Because
It's gonna
yeah,
be
unless they
after that
plan
next season.
on,
Yeah,
unless they not, well, yeah, because Trey dealing with the injuries this year.
yeah.
Unless they not
They said
done,
he
and they
might
gonna,
not even
cause
play.
yeah. They say they're not
Might
gonna
not
play
play a
yeah,
him.
I
lot.
seen
Yep.
that. How many years Middleton got left on that deal?
Let me look. I think it was
Is
two.
this his contract? Oh no, so yeah, he'll be traded next year.
Yeah.
If not
Yeah,
this year, because I
yeah,
don't know if
right.
Washington done.
Probably not, bro.
Right. They might not be. Who knows? Sure.
And then obviously we already know what's up with Alex Sarr. That is
Uh
the
huh.
future.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was wrong about him. That kid can hoop.
Nah, he can
Absolutely
oh
hoop.
nah,
wrong
Yeah.
about him.
I knew he was. I
I
said
was
he
wrong
should have
about
went number
him. That
one.
kid
He
can
had to get
hoop.
I
comfortable.
was
No, he
saying he
should have
should have
went
went
number one.
number
That
one.
draft, he should have went number one.
I was saying he should have went number one. I don't know what the
Cause
hell they. I
he's
mean, I
better than
It
understand the
would have,
Zach.
French
but it would have been an
Revolution.
Ace Bailey situation. He didn't work out with the Hawks. He didn't want to go to the Hawks. Yeah.
Understood. You
Yeah.
know
Well,
what? It's
damn,
probably, you
okay.
know
No,
what?
no,
It's
they
for
should
the
have. I would
best
have took
that
him
he
too.
now
No, I
that,
would have took him too.
because think about it. Think about it. Ace
Well,
Bailey
hell,
wanted to go to
damn, if you want to
Washington.
come here,
No,
rock,
they
You
should have.
gonna
But I'm
work
saying
out here?
that's what it was kind of like. You know what I'm
But the
saying? Yeah.
thing
you
with
gonna work
Atlanta
out here?
is
He didn't work out or
you
nothing.
can
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can pull that with Atlanta because I've always had the same feeling about Atlanta. They're not a serious
Nope. At
organization.
At
all.
It's a
all.
Magic City organization. It's
That
just for
that
money.
that's what I said like
They've never cared about winning, bro.
I think
Ever. Even like the first
man.
season when Braun got them up out of here, I said them niggas ain't going
I'm
nowhere.
telling you, bro, they gon' like,
Nah.
regardless of how how people feel about Trae Young or not,
Hold
they're
on.
gonna
I'm gonna have to
they're
put
gonna
something
regret
in the
this trade,
jumbotron
bro.
real
They're gonna
quick.
regret this trade.
I ain't gonna say regret more so it's gonna be like this was one of them you'll miss me when I'm gone.
I
But Atlanta always they appreciated Trey though. They
Nah, yeah,
appreciated
but
him.
I
It
give
was
it,
just like it ran its
but they're
course.
not gonna go no further. Like I give it a year or two, but especially if they do this 80 trade. If they do the 80 trade, they're
Yeah, because
tripping.
what I'm
They're
looking at,
tripping.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I
I
think
hope
they finna
not.
build around Jalen
They
Johnson.
better not. They
Just
better
everybody
not.
just people up
I
at
think they finna
the
build around
jumbotron real
Jalen
quick.
Johnson, and they finna find out
But I
that
keep
this
seeing these
committee shit
reports.
can only take you so far.
Yeah, I keep seeing these reports, bro, about them trying to trade for AD,
I
bro.
don't know. At this point, I wouldn't trade for 80,
I
even
wouldn't
though
either.
my team in the situation they in is like that don't help us at all. Like I don't who realistically should trade for 80. I don't think he gonna end up somewhere he should be, but who realistically like should he be with? Where should he be?
Um,
Who
Uh
can he help? Who
let
can he
me
take over the
let me
hump?
see.
Toronto.
And I'm talking like realistically money wise.
Um,
I don't think he. I
Toronto.
mean, if he keep getting damn
you say?
hurt so much, it's
Well,
like
he
because
can always do the
Dallas.
tell the world I'm coming home.
Oh my god.
Don't do that again.
Oh
Don't do
my
that again.
god.
Hey,
Let's start there. Don't do
cuz
Oh
that
can go
my
again.
rock
god.
out in Chicago.
I don't.
Cuz can go
Oh
rock out
my.
in
I
Hell
Chicago.
mean,
no.
Chicago
Don't
been
want that for
playing
my
meaning.
guy.
Chicago been playing meaningless hoops since post
Hey,
2015.
nah,
So
I
I
didn't
can
say. Look,
see
I
it.
didn't
Pause.
say. I didn't. You didn't ask about a contender. You said where he could go.
No,
You
no,
right.
no.
And
No, no, no.
Chicago is playing meaningless
Yep.
hoops. You can sit over there and get paid and not play all
But
day
like, I don't know a contender that really.
while we develop
I don't know.
Buzelis.
There's a contender that really needs him though, like an actual contender.
Okay, see.
Okay,
No.
I don't like it. I don't like
No.
it. I don't like
Hell
it. I don't like that at
no.
all.
Bro, OKC don't need, bro. No, we ain't
Yes they
even,
They
do.
31 and
no.
7, bro, and I would and they
I don't
Bro.
and their center.
that
Hold on, and their center
if
right
they
now is
want to
hurt though.
repeat,
Hartenstein is hurt, bro.
I don't want to have
Hartenstein
this
is hurt.
conversation
Hartenstein is hurt
again.
right now, bro. They're gonna get him back. They'll be all right.
uh-huh.
I don't
No,
want to
they
have
won't.
this conversation again. I
No,
just, mm-mm.
they got the best record in the league and playing for
Uh,
AD. No, coming off
Mm-hmm.
a chip.
you
Ugh.
want to know what's
Yup.
Hey man,
funny, bro? You
you know
want to
why he
know?
said that? He don't want okay.
So y'all, but fuck all that. Y'all want to know what's funny?
What happened?
And
He trying
Nah,
to
say
it's
it,
gonna,
say
sabotage
it.
him.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't give
He
up
trying
for
jeez.
to
that AD like
sabotage
that.
him.
Well, you said send them where?
He talking about the Thunder. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I seen
Oh
that. Yeah, that's
Lord.
boy.
Hell no.
Um,
Maybe
I don't. It sound funny. Obviously, it ain't gonna happen money wise. Woo, 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 but I swear the funniest shit ever, and it'll be a fit with that man going right the fuck back to LA.
Boy, I would
How
love
I
that.
don't know.
hey,
It ain't happening, but
you know where he could go.
Bron 80 and Luca and 80 AR for some reason, like it would work. But
This is a
hey,
little
whatever.
far fetched too. I'm just looking at the teams and stuff. I'm not, it's not that deep. Y'all can say
Or
what
you
y'all
know
think
what?
about this
Fuck
one.
it.
No, I got one.
Send him to the
I said,
Clippers with the rest
no,
of the
I said, nah,
unks.
send them to the Suns, man. Send them to the Suns. Get Jalen Green up out of there. You can use his money. Get
That
Jalen Green
actually
up out
might
of there.
help.
Yeah,
Hmm.
That
yeah.
might
I
get
think
them
he
to like
fits.
top five,
I think he
honestly.
helps. I think he helps over there. I was looking at him like, you know what? That's
Him,
not bad.
Dylan, Book. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
Well,
that.
not bad, man. I like that.
I don't
I kind of
actually
like
hate
that.
that. I don't
Yeah.
hate that. I don't hate that at all.
I actually love that.
And then
The
Yeah.
Jalen Green,
problem
you know what I'm
is
saying?
like
Yeah.
he has to be healthy, man. Like
Right.
that's the
Yeah,
only
true.
thing. That's my only thing, bro. I think if you get him to Phoenix and then you get a real table setter over there so Book can finally play his true position again, you
Mm-hmm.
unlock it.
Yeah, true.
We saw how dangerous Book was with Chris Paul. You get a
Yep,
Yes,
I
playmaker that's even
know.
absolutely.
you get
True.
a
That is
playmaker that's
true.
even half of what Chris Paul is, plus the lob threat of AD and then Dylan Brooks
Yeah,
like
Nah, that's
boy.
true.
yeah.
They do
That'd
need
be
a real
nasty.
point guard. Like I like
They
Gillespie. I like Gillespie, but he's a six man. He's a
for
Yeah,
six man.
sure.
absolutely.
For
Yeah.
sure.
He's really separate.
Yep.
I don't,
He a Peyton Pritchard
mm,
Mm-hmm.
who else? He like a yeah. I like him though.
Y'all see? Did y'all see what's in this jumbotron?
What? Let me see.
come off the bench for the, I don't believe that.
Wait, is he hurt or something?
No, he's just coming off the bench. They starting Colin Sexton.
Boy.
Who are they playing? They must be playing Brooklyn or something.
What?
I'm about
Nah,
to go
he got.
see who they playing.
Whoa.
You only pull shit like that when you playing Brooklyn.
They are playing. Well, they're playing the Pacers. Okay, that's worse.
That
Okay,
makes sense.
okay, yeah.
That makes sense. That make
That's worse.
perfect sense. Okay. So it's just, give LaMelo a little bit of give him
But
some
it
breathers.
it,
He
it
been
kind
playing he
of
been playing
feeds.
hard the
Oh,
last
they
couple
said it's a
games.
back to back. He's already been limited due to his ankle. Yeah,
Understood.
that's why. That's why.
Es-
Okay.
I
es-
was like, hold
Especially
on,
after
man. I'm
the
All
like,
right.
whoa.
especially after that work he gave the Thunder.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
Yeah,
You
let's give him a
earned it.
couple days off.
Yeah,
Let's give
he
him a
yeah.
couple
earned it.
days off.
And he was
You
just
earned
hooping
it.
too versus the Raptors. He was killing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, he earned it. I mean, we was all on, and I mean, Charlotte still trash, but now it's like they finally
Yeah.
got a
It looked
direction.
like it's something actually moving in the
Nah,
right
Yeah,
for
they,
direction.
sure.
So
man, they finally have a direction. It ain't even the right direction. Charlotte was one,
yeah,
like, I always looked at it like when I used to look at it, the Kings were moving in the wrong direction.
yes,
Charlotte was moving in
exactly.
no direction.
At all.
That's
Nah,
how I
facts.
always
Fucking
looked
And
at
I
it.
ain't
But
gonna
it's
lie,
like, fine.
when they're healthy, they look like when those three, the new
Yeah,
Canupo,
him and Brandon Miller and
yeah,
Knupel, I
they
think
look
they got like one of the
man,
highest offensive ratings in the
they
league on the
look
do.
floor
good,
together.
They
man. They
do.
look good. I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
I
I
want to
want to
say
see
they.
how nice it'd be if they was to like get like a true like anchor,
Yeah, you talking about?
you know,
What happened with Buddy? He
a
was hooping.
real
What happened
anchor.
with the center that was
Mark Williams.
no, the
Nah, the
one they
other one.
drafted? He was hooping at the
Oh, the
beginning of the year.
rookie. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Yeah,
yeah.
hooping.
he
It's
hurt
just
or
one
is
of
he?
them. It's just one of them seeing where they at this moment. His development is a little bit more like if we get a real
Oh, he is hurt
anchor
though.
and
And I was
bring
wondering
him
why he
off the
wasn't playing
bench.
though. Like why his name wasn't in the starting
Hmm.
lineup. He's
But
hurt
yeah,
right in
but
his
if you get a
elbow.
real
Right.
anchor and then you bring him off the bench behind him, that just make
No,
it
I
like
feel you.
more dangerous. Like
I feel
something
you.
like or hell, even if they was to get like who I'm thinking of,
And Trey Man been hurt too for them off the bench. Trey Man been
Yep.
hurt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
they get something like what I'm hell, even if they could get like a Andre Drummond, you
Yeah,
know,
that might be good.
you
That's not
know.
bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, I guess not bad at all. They got
Yeah,
the
that's
floor
not bad.
spacing for it, so it's just I'm just just fishing out ideas and shit.
I don't know. They always
Uh,
it seems like they always have like they always be getting rid of their little they always have some center talent and get rid of it. Like they have
Get
niggas that are
rid of
not
it
like
quickly.
yeah, like I don't know, but they be drafting I guess kind of well because I mean Nick Richards was
Yeah,
solid
they
for
draft
him.
okay. They
Yeah,
actually have drafted well
yeah, the
recently,
last
especially
couple
this
yeah,
decade.
yeah.
I give them that. I would
Yeah,
definitely give them
they've been
that.
decent because Nick Richards held him down for a little bit, and Mark Williams was pretty good. He just had the injury problems, but Mark Williams was hooping out there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I had big hopes for him.
I did too. I like his game. He's been hooping in
Hmm.
Phoenix though. He been hooping in Phoenix.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I don't know what realistically could they. I don't know.
I
At
mean,
least
like
they got
A
direction
Walker
though.
Kessler type.
Proud of them.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
don't
Yeah.
think you think Utah moving him.
They've been
Yeah.
talking about it for so
Yeah. They
long.
don't have. They're
Yeah.
not gonna pay him, bro. I don't think
Right.
they're gonna pay him.
They've been talking
Right.
about it for the last 2 seasons, man. I don't
They've
know.
been talking about since yeah, and
Yeah.
like it really picked up right before he got hurt before the
Yep.
season.
So
They
like,
was talking about it.
what about like a Nicholas Claxton?
I like.
Uh,
I
yeah, I would rather
like.
Walker
It's not
Kessler.
bad.
Oh no, for
I would
sure. I
rather
would
Walker
definitely rather
Kessler.
Walker Kessler, but like in the
Yeah.
event that that's not able to flesh out, like I think Nicholas
Hmm.
Claxton. Well, Nicholas Claxton is making some cheese though.
He is. He
Yeah,
is.
He making like what 20 mil,
I
something like
25.
think.
that.
I think so.
25.
Like
He
20.
he making
Yeah.
s- and he making just a little bit more cheese than I like to pay him. But
They
like
need.
for the fit, I don't hate it.
No, not at all.
Nah.
But
Nah.
hell, even like because he barely over there playing. Hell, fuck it, go get Clint Capella.
Clint.
I'm still trying to figure out why they signed all them damn centers like that. That was just
I don't
stupid.
know, and like
I.
especially when you got Steven Adams on the roster, why would you do that? It's stupid.
You know what's so weird though? Because at first, remember they was starting off the season starting them
Playing them
two.
together.
Yeah, they was
With them
starting trying to
double
play
That
B.
Steven
was
Nah,
Adams
they was
and
playing Adams and Shangoon
yep,
together,
yeah. That's what I'm
exactly,
saying.
exactly. So they needed a
and
backup.
that shit was
Yeah,
catastrophic.
yep,
Yeah, I
So
still don't
it
understand
kind
why
of when
that
they
wasn't a
figured
move
out
to
that
make in the
yeah, it's
first
better.
place.
Yeah,
yeah.
but then when they kind of figured out like yeah, this ain't gonna work, and they tweaked the lineup, now there ain't no need for Clint. So it's like shit,
Yeah,
fuck, send them,
but I
send them
mean, I
Charlotte.
could have told you that wasn't gonna work in July.
Yeah,
Oh, I knew that. Hell, Steven Adams, Shangoon, that powerful. Hell no.
What are we
yeah.
doing?
That don't make no
Hell
sense,
no.
bro.
Now
He actually
Steven
on good.
Adams is great for situationals and
Yeah,
lineups. Like I said, he got Houston leading the league in
Oh yeah,
offensive rebounds
yeah.
if I'm not
hmm
tripping. But
Any team he's on, I think they some
they
crazy
gonna
stat said
lead
the
in
last
offensive
5 years
every
leads
rebounds.
the
single team, his
yeah,
whole
yep.
career, every single team. That's why people be like, "How Steven Adams get paid?" Buddy, go
Cause
check his
board,
difference
What he
making.
said,
hey,
board
Go
man
board
gets
check
man
that
get
paid.
difference.
Board
paid.
man gets
Go
Board
paid.
check
man
that
get
difference
paid.
making, my boy. You'll see. But it is fucked up because it's like it's really like he like the last of his kind. Like the league kind of
He is,
pushing them type of dudes out. And I
Facts.
ain't even gonna say pushing them out, but it's like basketball. And I kind of blame AAU for this. They not teaching.
man. I
They
watch.
not teaching the big men how to do what he do. You know, positioning and outside. You know, inside outside foot positioning, and you know
Hmm.
how to study how the
Yep.
shots come off the rim, and
Yup.
like they
Oh
not
my
teaching
God,
that.
lost art.
They're
Lost
not
art.
teaching that,
Facts.
bro, and
Lost art, bro.
that's why the overseas kids is like they lapping up on the American kids. Where I think, and even another piece of that, I think I saw a video with Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins arguing about it. Like you again, once again with the AAU, 'cause I think AAU is like kind of fucking American basketball up, but you
Them and the trainers.
for one, everybody and their daddy got an AAU team. Cause
That's
remember at
true.
one point AAU was only for like the coldest in the city. Like you had we had Chattanooga Elite. We didn't have too many AAU teams. There's a lot of them
Hmm.
motherfuckers floating around
Yeah,
out
you
here
talking about
now.
like the grassroots programs and stuff. Yeah, like
Yup.
Yeah, and so then when you have them programs, you more likely to play lesser competition. And I think Richard Jefferson was talking about like you're up by 30 at halftime and you still pressing, you still full
Yup.
court pressing. And now you're
Exactly.
giving these kids the illusion that full court press is easy when in reality
Uh huh.
you playing against lesser competition. So now when they go see
Right.
some of them they go see some of them for real. Now they don't know what to do when they break that full court and they running them up and down the court scoring like lead like 84 fucking fast break points. Like it just be shit like that, bro. I kind of do worry about the development of American basketball, especially for bigs. Now that I'm thinking about it, who was the last American big man to go top 5 in the draft?
oh, actually no, that well, what do you mean like a center?
Center or power forward?
Paulo. Well, unless you consider him a. I
Well,
mean, you know, he's
let
technically
me
a
go.
power forward.
Let me rephrase that. Who was the last American big man with big man responsibilities
Oh,
to
see,
go in the top 5?
probably Aiton.
It'll probably be some
Yeah.
Aiton and Bagley. Them like the last ones, ain't it? And before them, who was the
Yeah.
last ones before them?
I mean, does Bam count? He's technically American. You know, he is.
Bam didn't go top 5.
Oh, for real? I forgot about that. Oh shit.
Bam was he went I think we got him at 13th that year.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was. Oh, that's still lottery, huh? I forgot lottery goes to 14.
That was the 2017 draft. You know that class was supposed to be loaded. It was when I got disappointed by Josh Jackson, Chris Dunn, and I've been a few niggas disappointed me in that class. Damn. Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, god damn, man. But that's what I mean. Like they
yeah.
not teaching. Like they steady teaching shoot, dribble, woo woo woo, but they not even teaching big man fundamentals. And I think like if you start back, or at least like the overseas people, they teach them that, and they even inverse it. They teach bigs guard skills and teach guards big skills. That's why you can see some guards that take you to the post. Some of them European dudes, like I done seen some of his film, Nikolai Topic, he'll do that. I don't know when he'll suit up for OKC, but he did. I think he did say he got out of remission or
Yeah, nah,
something
he's
like
good.
that.
He already did his chemo. He's about to come back. He's going to G League.
That's solid.
Yeah, but
But
I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie. But
like
as far as big man though, yeah, I don't know. He's not a big man though. He's a guard. But
no, that's what I'm saying. Like overseas, like how they teach their guards big man skills and teach their bigs guard skills, and then just while still having your traditional roles and stuff like it's stuff like that. If all you got to do is you bring back teaching bigs the fundamental stuff, foot placement, positioning. Like when you look at it, bro, some of these bigs don't even have footwork. Some of these bigs can't even do a drop step and shit like that worries me. Is that somebody TV or
oh
something?
shit, on my bad.
Oh, I thought somebody was talking. I'm like, damn. But yeah, it's stuff like that. It kind of like, I ain't gonna say it leads to the death of the big man, but it leads to the death of certain responsibilities and certain types of players who fill them niches. Cause think about how many teams need a Steven Adams. And it's not enough of them player archetypes to go around because we're not teaching them skills no more. So, it's gonna make some, I don't know. Y'all think it's crazy now. I'm just interested to see how it's gonna
No,
be in the
I
next
don't.
10,
I
15
don't disagree
years.
with you, but also some of that stuff comes down to like to the way the game has changed. You know that nobody wants to put nobody in a box. Some of those things come naturally. Like some players, they just have some of those skills naturally, and then it gets worked on more too. So like, I won't say it's gonna be the death of it. I just feel like uh the way the gameplay being changed so much, and nobody wants to put no big dude in a box. Like, so, just because the dude is big as hell, most of the time they try to, give them guard skills and stuff. And I feel like that gets focused on more. So I agree with you on that part. I get what you're saying, but
I understand.
yeah.
I'm scared they're gonna start turning bigs into Jaren Jackson Juniors. I'm scared of
Yeah,
that.
but there's always
That's
going,
what
but
I
there's
don't
always
want
going
to
to be big
see.
men that come through. Like you still got the Zach Edys and the mother, the cock
For
runners
sure.
and
Donovan
yeah, now
Klingons and
you
guys
still
like
got them
that.
that's
For
gonna come
sure.
through because some of them
It's
are
just like
just too big anyway. Like they gotta.
it's like they so far and few between now. It's like we only getting a couple of these every couple years, man. And it's,
But I mean, if you really
like I said,
think back to the
again,
NBA, like back then that was the main skill set. So now that that's changed, that's why it's less and less. Because now you have stretch bigs, you have bigs that rebound and shoot. You have like back then there wasn't no big man shooting nothing. Boy, you get in the paint.
nah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? So
You
that's why
had
it's like
you
it's a
probably
little
had a
yeah.
couple. You had a couple, but that
But
was
yeah,
about it. 'Cause,
it was
like,
far.
a
It was
lot of
it was the
people
opposite.
think
Now it was far and
like,
few between that. So now it's like
for
you don't
sure.
have your specialist now is more of that. So like the Mr. Robinson is a specialist. He's a specialist. He's a rebounder. Like he's the opposite now. It's flip flop. It's like okay, most bigs now can rebound and shoot and defend, and then back then it was okay, we need the lob threat and rebound only, and what I'm saying, catch this off the dunker spot. You know what I'm saying that, and now that's the opposite. That's it kind of flips. Yeah.
I feel
But
you.
I get what you're saying though.
It's
I get what you're saying though, as far as like the teachings of it at a young age. But a lot of times it
facts.
comes
And
down
I
to
want to
yeah.
blame that. I blame that on AAU.
Yeah, but it also comes down to like your natural, you know what I'm saying? Because like if you go back and look like you're a Heat fan. If you go look at how Bam was playing at that age, he played more like a big man and then developed the other way later
Facts.
on.
Yeah,
He
he was
played,
a
he
very
was in the
raw
paint, you know
talent.
what I'm saying? Rebound and put back dunks and he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? When jumpers wasn't his thing like that. But then he developed that later on. So it's like some players naturally, that's how it ends up going for them. And then, so yeah. But it's a little
And
bit of both. It's like the way
it's
a
scary.
lot of the kids, you know what I'm saying, just because I'm self like they be. I had teammates like that, you know what I'm saying, like
Like, bro, that's how I ended up the way I was, and I regret that. Like, where in the hood, it went from the hood to the trials. Like in the hood, everybody wanted to handle the ball. Wouldn't nobody even give me the ball. So it got to the point like, okay, I jump higher than all you niggas. So I'm just gonna start getting all the rebounds and all that.
yeah,
Then it turned into, being a little kid. Cause like I was tall for a kid until I stopped growing. Like I'm 5'10". I was 5'10" when I was
yeah.
13. And then everybody else was 5'6", 5'7". Then I just stopped growing. So then when I got to high school, I'm still in the power forward mentality, and I'm like, oh fuck, these niggas big.
See, and that
And it's shit like that. That's how you end up like
no,
me.
that
Like
that's
it's
why it is. No,
misdevelopment.
that's what I'm saying. That's why exactly why it is the way it is now. Because it's like, bro, just because I'm 6'10", bro, don't mean I'm. You know what I'm saying? Like you stunt growth like that. So it's like some players
Right.
naturally.
Everybody thought because I was tall,
Yeah,
I was gonna keep getting tall and be a big, and then boom, I stopped growing.
yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I should have been a point guard. I should
It
have had.
started
And
off
then
like that for
by the
me.
time I get to ninth grade, I don't got no guard
It started
skills.
off like that for me.
So
I got
now it's like
lucky. I
shit.
got so lucky. I ain't gonna lie. It's so funny that AU saved me with that because I was tall at first, earlier than everybody else. But then I was I was good.
Then your shit slowed
And
down and
but
everybody
I was
started
good. I was
sprouting.
good at basketball. I was so good. I played on like the top AAU programs, and so everybody else caught up and got bigger than me. So naturally, I had to work on my guard skills because I became a point guard instead of what I'm saying, a big man. Now that I'm not the tallest motherfucker from fifth grade no more, or sixth grade.
Facts, I
So,
ain't gonna
but
lie.
it be like that. Yeah.
Playing football kind of put me in that big man mentality too, because I
Yeah.
was already used to like being physical and hitting people and
Yeah.
doing little shit. So being what 5'10" and the third tallest on my eighth grade rec league to Like, yeah, it's misdeveloped, man. I just feel like if you go, like I said, how the Europeans do, if you grow across the board and you teach everybody, like, so like I said, like you said, your bigs naturally have big, like how Bam
Yep.
came in, or like versus, or like you teach your bigs guard skills as they go, and you teach your guards big skills as they go. So, because think about, like, people don't do what Mark Jackson used to do no more. Mark Jackson was a point guard and will put a shoulder in your chest and take you all the way down there to the paint and score on you. Like, burn fucking 14 seconds off the shot clock. Like, I'm not saying that's what point guards should be doing, but point guards should know how to do that, especially with the age of bigger point guards. Now, you got guys like K, he's 6'6". If you end up in a matchup with somebody like Tyrese Maxey or Jalen Brunson, I want to see you taking him to the hole every single time, shoulder in his chest and do stuff like that. We don't see that no more.
Okay, I won't go that far though, because Cade do that. Cade will go
He
on the
do.
block. Yeah, Cade will take you on
I'm
that
more so
position.
using his
But yeah, I
size
get
as
you. I
an
get you. I
example
get you. I
because
get
think
you though.
about
Yeah,
most big guards don't do that no more. And that's why I love Cade so much
yeah. You know, I feel
because
you.
he is like, he knows who he is and what he can do. I don't,
You
I like a lot of these dudes don't know, like, look at a nigga like Anthony Black. He's 6'7". I understand why I reframe, but man, if you get good positioning over, say you got, say you got the minus defender in a Trae Young guard. You got Cam Thomas guarding you. Put him in good position, jump hook. It should be money every time, bro. You're 6'7". These guys are 6 feet generous. Like, it's stuff like that, bro. And you just, you like, that's why I feel like, I feel like all skills should be developed across the board amongst all players in all positions. And they just not, at least not in American basketball.
yeah. It's I get it. I do. I to an extent, I get it. I get it. But a lot of that comes down to also, you got to realize these teams coaching and when they're what they're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's they're not gonna. You know, I do what you're. I agree. I agree with it most of it. Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying. I do.
Um,
I do.
I don't know. Like, of course, I'm not pessimistic, but I
Yeah.
don't. And then even like at 24, I don't want to sound like one of them old niggas, but like I always tell people, like well, me personally, I enjoyed the 2000s style the most. Most people say the 90s was the golden era. Some say the 80s. I say it was the 2000s. I feel like the 2000s was like the peak of, and I'm just talking American players, the peak of somewhat versatility and developing skills across the board because you still had small guards who would take you to the cup and post you up every now and then. You also had bigs, like you started to get guys like Antoine Jameson and guys like Chris Webber who could put it on the deck but also still possess the big man skills, fundamental big man skills. We don't, and I just we don't. I think
I
the
still think we
2000s
still
was the
have
peak
those
of that.
versatile players though. It's like every player don't play the same. It's just that you see more. I feel like what happened is you see more of it because that's the way the game is played. So like again, you're gonna see more bigs on the
Understood.
3 point line. You know, I still think we have those archetypes and types of players though in the league. It's just that and it comes down to your role too. The NBA is such politics. It's like okay, we're not gonna sit up there and run plays for our seventh guy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get it how he live. He
Right.
might do it every now and then, but so it's
Right.
just
Like what PJ
yeah,
Tucker said about playing with James Harden, you better get it off the rim.
so it's like,
Honestly, yeah, I feel you. I
yeah,
feel you. I
but
feel that for
it's
sure.
it's in the middle. I get what you're saying too though. It's in the middle. It's definitely in the middle. You just it's in the middle for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like KG and Paul Pierce. By the way, big fan of KG, love their podcast, but I don't want to sound like them, like the way they talk about like, ooh, half of these young niggas want to survive and old. Like
Nah,
I'm
right.
not with that. I'm not with that.
I
But
do feel like it goes in waves though. I think that's
it
what
just gets
happens.
to the point when you see big men who cannot post up, who cannot do a drop step, who
Yeah,
can't make a post hook for their life. Bro, I watched Jaren Jackson is 6'11", Bam 6'9". I watched Jaren Jackson Jr. airball a post hook. I understand Bam is one of the best defenders in the league, but it get to a point, dude, like y'all professionals, man,
nah,
and
yeah, for
you're
sure.
airballing or like you shorthanding post hooks at 6'11", bro. Like, damn, the fact that you already can't get more rebounds than your shooting guard, like, come it get to a point like it kind of make you worry, because like of course we Americans, bro, like of course we want America to like be the the pinnacle of basketball. And while I still feel like we is,
Oh no, we
like the
are still,
sentiment is
but
very much,
yeah.
yeah, we is, don't get it twisted, the sentiment is very much true. Like the rest of the world is starting to catch up, just not by the Olympics. I tell people like it's gonna be a long time before it's teams that's gonna challenge the U.S. in the Olympics, but it's gonna be a long time before this dominance by the U.S. is broken. Like you, of course, you can look